This thing on.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Newly Forged. Thank you for being here. My name is Jared. I will be your humble dungeon master. I've got it. Thank you for the Pikachus. Hello.
Yay, Pikachu.
We are currently absent a Matt and an Amber, but they will both be here tonight. They're just a little behind, so they will be here ASAP. We are a 5e homebrew D&D stream. We play Dungeons and Dragons, kind of a homebrew game in the world of Nuuli that came out of my brain. And my five friends here are brave enough to play in that sandbox of doom. So, uh, yeah, that's our deal. That's our spiel. Welcome everyone. Hi guys, it's nice to see y'all. Look at you, smiling faces everywhere. I love that. Hee hee hee. Um, I've got it. You've got sand in the brain? Yes. Yes, I do. It certainly feels like it sometimes. But yeah, great. Well, let's do some introductions while we wait for our friends to arrive. But first, I will need one of you three to roll me a d20. Dun dun dun.
Bum, bum, bum. Oh, there he goes.
18.
18, says you.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, interesting. Go ahead, roll me a d8.
That is interesting. Not 8.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Please, players who are currently here,
Mm-hmm.
introduce yourself to the stream, introduce your character to the stream, and please tell us if your character moved into a new home, what would be the first thing they would buy for it? New home, empty, not a lot of stuff. Percolate that in your brain for a quick few moments.
Didn't we just do this decorating our mansion?
You
Our
did.
manor?
You did. The manor was recently furbished. So now we're on to personal items. What is the first thing into a new home that you would purchase or your character would purchase? And let's start at the top of the stack with Mike.
Hi, that's me. I am Mike. I play Defect, the Arcanaton Barbarian. And upon moving into this new home, he would definitely fill it up with some books, poetry books, and perhaps a band poster. What was the one that we always joke about? My alchemical, not
Al-
romance, but
alchemical, alchemical indifference.
sure. I thought it
I
was
don't.
something else,
It might have been
but a play on My Chemical Romance. So
my chemical
band poster.
ambivalence. Was that it?
No, it was. It's in the chat, so I'm going to look it up right now. But
Uh,
the next person will go, and I circle back to me.
great.
Something about ducks.
Probably.
A duck statue.
Alchemical duckmancy. Well, let's leave Mike and Defect in the pit they've dug for themselves and go down to Sarah.
Hey, that's me here in the middle of the stack. We love being in the middle. My name is Sarah, and I play Olive, who is the half-orc druid. And Olive is probably she has a shiny new house. She's gonna get some pets. Probably some cats, some cat trees. Maybe something in like the guinea pig, small fluffy family.
To eat?
And definitely, yeah, no. And some cats, and maybe even some bunny rabbits, because Sarah is allergic to bunny rabbits, but Olive is not. So, yeah, I feel like she would get some pets, and their playthings and castles and accoutrements for them.
So, pets and their paraphernalia. I love it.
Yeah.
Very cool. And down to the next stack member we go to Tanner.
I am Tanner. I'm playing Nereus, the Azamar sorcerer. And I would say a hot tub.
Ooh, that's good. Yeah, I could
To rest
definitely see that being Nearest's vibe.
his weary little feet.
Mm-hmm.
All that walking.
Maybe if he
I
wore
love it.
sturdier shoes.
His shoes are just fine. I got mending. I don't know about your shoes.
Fair. Isn't he running around in like flip flops though?
Sandals.
Shoes are for the weak.
Exactly.
Hey, and there we have our friendly neighborhood Matt.
Who is
Matt.
getting brighter by the moment.
Yeah. Adjust that brightness level. Bring it up, bring it up. Matt, you are just in time to introduce yourself, your character, and answer the question. If your character moved into a shiny new home, what is the first thing they would buy?
Good question. Okay, first of all, hi, I'm Matt, playing Spoot, the Turtle Cleric. If he just bought a shiny new home,
Yeah, you moved into one, yeah.
Move into one. What would I buy? Oh gosh, I don't know. A bookshelf.
Oh, okay. Yep. I dig that.
An empty bookshelf.
A big
Got to
empty
fill it
bookshelf.
with something.
Well, I mean, you don't need the shelf before the books, but it helps.
Yeah.
My library starts here. I'll put my volume.
I love it. Very cool. Very cool. Wonderful. Well, that's great. We will have Amber with us in probably about 10 to 15 minutes. And then she will join us, and it'll be okie dokie. But in the meantime, hi, I'm Jared. I'm your humble dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged. I play everyone and everything else that is not the 5-player characters. And I buy everything because I'm God in this instance. So I can put whatever I want in any room, any place, anywhere in the world.
More traps.
Always. Gotta have more traps.
Why would you say that before we're going to the deepest dark, like the hell?
Because you know they're there anyway.
Now he's gonna make more.
You can never have too many traps, everybody. Remember that.
When we get caught one, I'm gonna blame you.
Oh, as if there weren't 50 million traps ahead of you on your little journey.
I know, but now you did 50 million and one.
And as we all know, it's the last one that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see how it goes, I guess. Well, all of us being introduced and Amber being en route, let's dive into Last Time on Nuuli Forged. Last time on Nuuli Forged, Nereus was able to catch up with Captain Crassity Cates and learned of an old childhood riddle concerning the Outcropping and the dwarven civilization that purportedly used to be somewhere in the area. After their conversation, Nereus sensed a bit of an ulterior motive in the captain and followed him until the older man ended up arriving at the home of Nereus's childhood friend, Corinne. While there, he used his magics to spy on them and overheard them having a harmless discussion, bit of catch-up, chit-chat sort of thing. Nereus decided that since there was no danger involved, he would leave them to their meeting and reunited with his friends. The group ate dinner with the large Delilah Joy family and took a nice big sleep before leaving the next day with teary goodbyes from Nereus's mamas and a quick stop at the docks to check in with a friend of his who also happened to be a worshiper of the Horizon Walker, as is our friend Spoot. Deciding to check out the local Horizon Walker shrine, the party did a quick dip. Spoot potentially attuned himself. Hello, wife. Spoot believes he has attuned himself for a magical word of recall to that location. And the party was due to set off. Or they were about to, until a familiar figure appeared in a green cloak with long ears that taper to the back of his head, skin the color of snow, eyes the color of autumn, once lilac hair, now kind of a rainbow effect. The familiar form to most of them as Meridian, the Fey entity who enlisted the party's aid months ago and set them on their quest to save the world from some arching shadow that was checking in on them. Quite flustered, it turned out, that they had lost yet another member and gained a somewhat chaotic element of a replacement. Nevertheless, Spoot and he and the others shared some theories based upon what the party had discovered, and he sent them on their way, with maybe a few more ideas percolating in their minds. Olive used her magics to turn the party into clouds, and they sped over the landscape, covering hundreds of miles in hours, because when you're a cloud, you just fucking motor, apparently. They ended up at the Outcropping, a twin set of ridge-lined mountain ranges, and once there, began to do some investigating. Fairly quickly, coming across the statue of a massive stone hammer. Combining their strengths, Defect and Nereus were able to shift the hammer, and an unseen doorway opened in the side of the mountain, leading on to a stone-tiled path streaked with blood, grime, and other various signs of battle. Going a bit further, they heard a loud noise behind them, and in this darkest of darks have cast light upon both Defect's axe and Spoot's shield, and that is where they found a corpse, where Spoot returned the corpse to some semblance of animation to ask it some questions, where it revealed only that it had been killed by a whirling terror of blades and axes. And so that is where we pick up, with our friends adventuring further on into the dark under the mountains. So, as a reminder, you are walking down this hallway. The floor is tiled in with hexagon tiles, just kind of the entirety of this pathway here. The occasional streak of blood or slap of grime indicating some form of conflict has shown up here. And the walls are carved with bas relief, kind of. The walls have been carved away in intricate patterns, a lot of geometric shapes, as well as depictions of short humanoids that you infer to be dwarves, which give way to the occasional mosaic, and other sort of art pieces lining these walls. Very few natural cave walls here. Even the ceiling is carved or perhaps tiled as well. And you've got one way to go that you haven't been. It is just one winding roadway.
Well,
Here we go.
I think our path is pretty clear.
Afraid we have to go that way.
Oh, do we still have light on us?
Well, that's for an hour.
Yes.
We both have it, so.
Good deal.
Yeah, you've got a hot minute before. You've probably been going down for about 10 minutes or so.
All right. Do we need to give you some marching order?
Is
it marching time?
Yes, I would love a marching order from you all as you trek down this this hallway, this tiled roadway.
Cool. So we have
which ranges from about 20 feet to 40 feet wide at any given moment, so it's pretty comfortable.
So we could walk a couple people across.
If you wanted to.
Maybe stagger a little bit.
Yeah. Well, if we have two people carrying light sources, we should probably split them up.
Yeah.
Split the
I can
party.
take-
I'm gonna go down this hallway.
But, the two people with the light source
Yeah.
probably shouldn't stand right behind everybody else casting ginormous shadows.
Although shadows are fun, so.
Shadows are fun.
But anyway,
We never answered the
yeah,
question.
I'll take.
No, you didn't. I'm just waiting here for you.
I'll take the first. I'll take the lead.
Okay.
I'll go behind. Well, Greg will go behind Defect. I'll go behind Greg.
If we're doing like a little two across manner, I could stand beside Defect with my light source and have someone stand behind me.
Sure. Or do we
Was
want
that-
to put the second light source toward the back of the party?
Yeah, I could also be at the back. It's because Defect has the other light source, right, on his ass.
Mhm. Yes.
All right, I'll walk next to Defect.
I'll be the sandwich in the middle. Nice and protected where the sorcerer should be.
So I have in a line Defect, Grig, Nereus, Spoot with Olive next to Defect. Is that correct?
Mhm.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, I'm asking. This isn't a sure. This is a yes. This is what we want, or no. This isn't what we want.
Yeah,
That's
I
like-
think
Okay.
Yeah.
seems fine to me.
Great. Cool. I just want to make sure I know what you guys have planned.
Oh Lord.
Make sure he kills us in the proper order.
Mhm.
Hey, sometimes it matters.
It does.
So you are all heading on down the way here.
Cool. Olive's going to give everyone a good berry as we head down.
Excellent. Everybody, make sure you mark
have.
it. You possess a good berry.
Just in case, because that seems like a good idea.
I might have failed to mark it, but we all, or sorry, 3 of us did get HP added to our maximum the last time. Is that right?
Yes.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, it was Defect, Spoot, and Grig.
15 points. Okay. Which is interesting. I know Defect's not here yet, but that, if I understand that correctly, that means that we can still get temporary hit points.
Yes, because these were not temporary. These were added on top of your
Those are
existing
real-
pool.
Real actual hit points.
It's like your pool has been temporarily given like a little bit of a wall around it, and so you can fill it up a little more.
Good way to put it.
I know. Hey, I'm just trying to help you all visualize abstract concepts in a concrete 3-dimensional form. Which, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Anyway, you're heading on down into the dark. A light source in the front of your party, a light source in the back of your party. Why doesn't everybody just give me a perception check?
There we go.
Wonderful.
Dirty 20.
Good.
Excellent. Yeah, as you are making your way down, you see that shortly after you leave the corpse behind you, the various signs of battle in this area kind of fade away. The blood streaks are gone. There's no additional corpses in this area. It's just
And we never saw a quantity of like weaponry or projectiles on the ground, right? We just saw a bloody corpse.
yeah. I mean,
Like he wasn't like full of arrows or daggers or anything.
No, he said blades.
no, he had been felled by blades, most likely axes, given the inspection that Spoot was able to figure out.
Sure, but like it's not like there's a pile of those lying about.
Nope.
Like whatever brought the weapons took it away with them.
Nope. It's eerily clean.
Cool.
Yeah. Even underground here, surprisingly, not a lot of dust.
I want to live there.
Well,
I pressed the digitation
the,
and blood cleared it up.
Sure. I mean, well, there's no blood where you are anymore, so you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's surprisingly clean down this hallway now. And it is pretty easy
Are
going.
there like insects?
Not
Anything
that you
like,
notice.
anything apparently living down here?
Not that you see. The corpse that you happened across did not look gnawed upon in any way, did not look eaten, it just looked decomposed.
Fair. And the walls are smooth stone?
No, they're carved. They have mosaics on them. They are carved in a relief. I just went through a big description here.
I got that the floor was tiled, but I missed the walls. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, all of it's worked stone, so like anything earth elemental won't work.
Yeah.
Um,
I had a really low perception check.
Indeed. Well, 13's not bad. It's just, middling at this point.
It's a lot lower than my passive perception. Apparently, it would be better if I just didn't pay attention.
Well, actually, that's fair. Given that you are like moving along, I would allow you. So I will take a passive perception if it's higher than what you rolled.
It definitely is. My passive perception is a 19.
Okay.
So apparently, it's better if I, don't try to look.
Okay. You're not like actively like
Level.
really doing a lot of like poking around right now anyway. You're just kind of walking and looking around,
Lovely wall art.
being aware that there's stuff. So as you go, you traverse for about almost an hour, and the light sources begin to flicker and slowly fade out. So
did it again?
dark. Cool. All right. Yeah, you can cast light on it again.
Light again.
Cool. Pshing. Easy enough to do. Are you moving silently, not talking? Are you having any discussions as you're venturing down here? What do you guys want to do?
We should probably be quietish, huh?
I mean,
Spoot just constantly looks back to make sure Greg is following us because it's eerily quiet behind us.
I mean,
Defect.
Spoot, you
we're
look
not
back
really that
to
stealthy
find
and
Greg
quiet.
and can't find Greg anywhere. Then you remember they're in front of you behind defect.
Oh yeah, I've been walking backwards this whole time.
Defect is humming one of the songs from my Alchemical Desire.
Aha.
Okay.
When I was a young bot.
I mean, we're walking down into the darkness with lights. It's not like we're going to be unobservable.
Yeah. They see us, they hear us. Bring it on.
Hey, wonderful. And we now have an Amber joining us playing Greg, the aforementioned Greg.
Still oddly silent, but
Can you hear me?
Yes, we
there
got
we
you.
go.
now we can.
Okay.
Greg, you are venturing down a dark corridor. Both Spoot and Defect have a light source on them. You've been going for about an hour. The floor is still tiled. The ceiling is kind of tiled and with hexagonal kind of shapes. The walls are either like mosaic or like carved. And it ranges anywhere from like 20 to 40 feet wide at any given point along this hallway.
Awesome. Underground.
Yeah.
Definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
Ceilings are about 10 feet up in the air. So like it's comfortable enough to walk down, but it's not massive caverns or anything like that yet. And I just asked everyone for a perception check. So why don't you go ahead and roll one? Or if your passive is higher than what you roll, you can use your passive.
It won't be. Oh, it is. Okay. This is my night. All right,
Wow.
here we go.
Greg is having trouble finding the floor.
What's going on? Where am I?
All right.
Who am I?
All right, cool. And your passive's a 10?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
It's great.
Cool. And you weren't here last week, so make sure you apply a long rest to for yourself if you have not already. Cool. So after morning to early afternoon of being clouds and accomplishing quite a fair bit, the going down here is a lot more easy. Like, there's no big sounds that you hear, or anything like that. It's a wild.
I think we
wild
found
time.
Nereus's phobia. Ground.
I was gonna say peace.
Being underground.
Peace and quiet. Yeah, no, Nereus doesn't like quiet. Yeah, being underground.
Ah.
So you guys think it was the dwarves that got the soldiers, or do you think it's something else?
I mean, whatever it did, it all happened up there.
The battle happened up there, but something else could be down here still.
True.
'Cause
But he never got down here.
right, which means they must have been stopped up there.
Do you think he fought with the people he came in with, or with people who are here already?
I assume the people he came in with, because he said Oligar's an ass.
Fair.
And I don't think Oligar's the one that's down here. I think that's the one y'all are hunting. No?
Yeah. He does the cloud thing like we did.
I will also say the corpse never said the name Oligar, just for clarification. He just said a real asshole.
I thought that's what I thought Matt or Spoot asked him.
Spoot asked him, "Who do you work for?" or "Who did you work for?" and he said a real asshole.
A real asshole.
Okay. Well, the real asshole sounds like your friend Oligar.
Even if he's not, it definitely sounds like someone he arrived with.
Yeah. I don't think people necessarily would want to live down here because humans can't see in the dark.
But there's a lot of non-humans around. This is supposed to be dwarf ruins. Presumably at some point, somebody
Right,
did all this.
the person at the entrance was a human.
Yes.
So I'm assuming he doesn't live down here. Because
No,
he can't see.
I was mostly concerned about his attackers potentially living down here.
Oh, well, I mean, I figure they're down here. Where else would they be?
Cool.
Cool. So as you walk down, Defect, you're humming along, you're having this conversation.
Off to see the wizard.
Yeah, Olive and Defect, you are both struck by 2 arrows.
Ow.
Olive, you take 14 piercing damage total. Defect, you take 13 piercing damage total. And then your entire group is covered in darkness.
Like magical darkness?
It just goes dark.
Yep. It has to be.
And you
And those of us...
and you cannot see.
I was going to say, does our dark vision stop working?
Yep, it does.
Those of us who can see in the dark. Cool.
Yep. It goes dark.
Well, this is stupid.
And
Can I do something about it?
I am going to need everyone to roll initiative for me.
Did we not hear anything that could cause the darkness?
Nope.
Apparently I failed to click on my token before I did that.
Well,
Because
that's
apparently
pretty normal.
after all this time I still don't know how Roll20 works.
Yeah. All right, Spoot.
All right.
Is that
Lead
possible?
the way.
That's just what we need is for our healer to go first.
Actually, sometimes it works out. I'm really impressed by that. Wow.
That's funny. Cool. Great. So, let's see here.
Did you say we had a long rest since we arrived here? No, that was before we arrived here. Before we traveled here.
None of your initiatives are showing up on my tracker for some reason. Oh, there we go. Found it.
Actually, yeah, that is a good
You
question.
had a long rest in this morning. However,
Before we traveled.
before you traveled. However, all of you except for Greg have used spells, I believe.
Yes, correct. That is true. I was just double checking that. I was like, wait, you said something about a long rest, and I don't think we took one since.
No, that was specifically for
Okay, cool.
Greg.
That is what I have marked down. So cool.
One.
And Greg, I believe you are also a recipient of of extra HP.
Yes, they were. Greg, your hit point maximum has been increased by 15 temporarily, and you have 15 extra hit points.
I'm gonna just call them temp hit points for this.
No, they are different than temp hit points.
Okay.
You can, on Roll20, you can just add 15 to your health bar.
Yeah, I'll just forget. But if I don't do this right, I'll forget what my normal is.
Right.
Yep.
I'll do it this way.
Thankfully, in the max HP modifier, it reminds you, or at least on D&D Beyond, reminds you what your normal is, because I forgot to mark it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So my new max is 61 plus 15, which is 76.
Great.
And that means I have 76.
You only have 61?
Yes, I am wee.
You are.
You're wee.
I rolled for a lot of them.
Well, let's dive in. So, you get shot by a couple arrows. The world goes dark around you. And then it is Spoot. It is your turn.
Well, this sucks. I did not prepare something I should have prepared,
Yeah, fine, I got it.
even knowing the name of the episode. What am I gonna do? I don't like going first. Oh boy, hang on one sec.
You got your turtles, right?
That's true. Tried and true. I'm not sure, but these things are shooting arrows at us, though, so it does make me wonder. You know what? It's never a bad go-to, though, is it? Let's do the old Spirit Guardians.
Okay, so you're going to cast Spirit Guardians around yourself.
Yep, and I'm going to ignore the normal people that I don't want to get hurt. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Don't hurt the party.
Absolutely.
I will not roll damage yet, but I have taken away the spell slot as a 3rd level spell.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if I may, I'm going to push if I can try to move, I'd like to push my way. I'm going to announce that I'm doing this. I'm going to push my way to the front of the party. That's alongside defect.
Well, you can't see.
Brother.
So, go ahead, roll a d8.
Yeah, I'd have to use them for help, wouldn't I?
All right. You move in a direction.
Oh, good.
Until you exit the darkness and come face to face with a short, stout humanoid who's got a bow drawn at you.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, you're like right next to him.
Oh.
Olive, it is your turn.
I found him, I'll say.
Can I tell which direction Spoot's voice is coming from? Is he in
I'm
front of
over
me?
here.
Make a perception check.
Spook
Try that again.
rattles his back to try to make himself louder.
22.
He's behind you and off to the side.
Oh.
Like a ways behind you.
Oh. Interesting.
It's an ambush.
And most of the party is behind me.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. Although
And like the arrows that hit you came from the front of you.
Cool. They did.
Yeah.
In that case, I am going to cast Cone of Cold straight forward.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Please don't hit me.
You're next to me.
Jump.
I guess diplomacy's
no.
out of the out now.
Wild.
They shot first.
I guess diplomacy's out now.
I mean, that is true. I don't think there was going to be any stopping defect either.
Okay. Cool. That's a 60-foot cone.
Yes.
Awesome. Let me just check something here. Straight
30,
out in front of you.
30 on a failed save, 15 on a successful save.
Excellent. Love that for you. Oh yeah.
I like it. I like it when my friends are not in my area of effect spells.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Very cool. All right. So you do that, Olive. And immediately the darkness around you disappears. The light comes back. And I will show you all what you are looking at.
Sweet.
Dead people.
If they were dead, they'd be frozen.
Yes. Let's see.
Well, I'm not protecting anybody in the party, am I?
Nope. But you're right next to somebody. Olive, you have a movement and bonus action left.
Cool.
You see in a quick glance around you as your eyes readjust to the light here.
Yeah, I see 4 dudes and a frozen statue.
Yeah. You see some short, stout humanoids. And
is he holding a gun?
No, he's got a longbow.
Okay.
And you see a dark-skinned elf, like humanoid as well.
Cool. This is the wall directly up of me, correct?
Yes, there's a wall up here and a wall down here.
And is this dude up the wall?
Nope, he's just against the wall.
He's against the wall. Okay, cool. I am also going to take a step back and put my back to the wall.
Okay. The wall's 15 feet away from you at the moment, so like this would be your back against the wall.
Oh, I see. Okay, yes. I will nonetheless back up and put my back against the wall.
All right, cool. Next up, Spoot. They make a wisdom save, I believe, on your turn.
I believe that is true.
They fail. So go ahead, roll damage.
Sorry, we couldn't talk about this first, Spoot says.
Spoot, every time you try to talk, you just kill them anyway. Just skip it.
I mean, they're lucky. That was pretty low.
All right. Yeah, it was pretty low. But they are incensed. They are going to... they stow their longbow and draw their little short sword out. And they make 2 attacks on you. The first one misses. The second one is a 21 to hit for 3 piercing damage.
Ouch.
And he looks right at you and says, Grek Toraka!
Didn't knowledge cleric didn't come prepared today. Should have prepared tongues.
Okay.
I mean, I'm guessing I didn't recognize it.
No, you've never heard this language before in your life.
Cool.
Then also, this one along the wall here fires twice at Olive.
Hey now.
A 12 to hit
Misses.
and a natural 20
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 16 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
This guy down here sees Spoot being problematic and fires twice at Spoot, missing the first time with a 6 and hitting on the 23 for the second one for 3 piercing damage. Next up, we have Greg.
Great. Greg is gonna do what Greg does. Stay next to my best friend, and I'm gonna firebolt that one.
Okay.
Does a 26 hit?
Yep. What does it look like when you fry this poor dark-skinned elf?
Well, pretty straightforward. It's gonna hit him in the chest, and their cloak's gonna catch on fire.
Yeah, and they become enraptured and they scream. Yeah, that's what happens. Defect.
Awesome. I'm doing everything. I would like to rage.
Okay.
I would like to
Solid
be. I would like to be reckless and do my weapon master feat. What else? That's it. Yeah, and
assume
I
you would
Who
like
are you going to attack as you are in the
Oh.
middle of the hallway and there's no one around you?
right here, this guy.
Everyone, all of them.
I was like, Greg is currently in range, but that seems.
There's a whirlwind.
And then I pick up
Chasm.
Grig and I say, I saw this in a comic book, and I throw Grig.
Yes.
Cannonball special. The fast hop.
Comic book.
While Greg is casting fireball in the air.
Oh, God.
It'll make it
No,
go
so
farther, right? It changes my 60-foot range to like 100.
So make your attack.
all right.
Need a strength saving throw from Greg.
Splat.
Acrobatics. We've practiced this, guys.
Good.
Don't worry.
Hold on. I don't know why it's not showing up.
There you go.
There we are.
Cool. So a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Perfect. For 19 points of damage.
Uh-huh.
And I do it again.
Mhm.
For 22 to hit.
Yeah, you down this short little humanoid, the short, squat, 4 foot tall individual, just dead.
Oh boy, these may be the last orbs on Nuuli.
I miss this feeling. Doesn't get dusted though.
Oh, that's a good point. It's been
I
a
missed
while
that
since
feeling, too.
you've done
Yeah.
well.
I miss that feeling.
Nope. He turns to dust.
Bring back all the classics.
From the axe wound, his body begins to fade off, and he becomes dust.
Nice. I have some movement left, so I will have Spoot have his fun, and that was 5, 10. Okay.
Great. Nereus, we're up to you. Spoot, you're on deck.
Nereus is just gonna say, oh, well, shit, I guess we're fighting the whole mountain now. And I'll fire an anima bolt at that one.
Go for it.
19.
That'll hit.
22 thunder damage.
He is...
Sure.
You spiral your wind into a like tiny beaded cone, and it just pew shoots through and blasts right in front of him, and the cacophony like rattles his skull, and he dies.
All right then. Well, then I guess it doesn't matter how far from me he is.
Now I have to change direction.
Anything else?
Can we keep one of them alive?
I don't know. Can we?
Anything
You're
else,
top of the
Nereus?
round.
That's on you, Spoot. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
on you, man.
No, that's it.
Okay. Those groups of scouts are dead. Spoot, it's up to you with Olive on deck.
Oh boy. Spoot is going to yell, "Wait! Leave this one alive." And well, we don't see any other threats, I guess, do we?
Not at the moment, you don't.
I'm going to attempt to grapple this fool.
Okay. You can make an athletics check. It will be against his athletics. It's a contested check. So.
Copy that. I'm trying to remember if dismissing a spell is a bonus action.
No, you can just end a spell.
Copy that. Okay. We'll see how this goes. All right. Athletics?
Yep. Okay.
Ooh.
All right. You grapple onto him successfully.
Alrighty then.
We can't talk to him, so what?
And-
what are we gonna
I
and-
do?
don't know yet.
And did you drop your spell or not?
If I don't know if I'm asking too much, seeing if I could look around. If I don't see any other threats,
You don't.
I'm going to drop the turtle so as not to buffet this guy unwillingly.
Okay. It goes away. Olive, that is you.
Cool. Olive is going to move with the right thing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25? Yeah, what the heck? 30. And is going to... You really want to do this, Spoot? She's going to pull out her rope and tie him up, since Spoot is holding on to him.
Well, he's not stopped moving. Spoot's just grabbed his wrist to like keep his it's not like he's immobile.
Non-lethal blow.
So you can't like just tie him up. He's not going to let you.
Oh, I thought he was. I'm sorry. You said he's grappled. He's not restrained.
Yes, he's grappled. Like Spoot's holding on to him physically, but he is not held in any way.
Gotcha. I'm gonna try anyway.
Okay. I'm going to need a dexterity-based attack roll to try to get rope around him in a useful way.
That's fair.
And he's actively like trying to break out, so I think you have disadvantage on it as well.
Yeah.
And you're not proficient in the weapon.
Does it become... I guess I can't help at all that I'm holding his
Nope.
arms.
Nope. Grappling does not give advantage on attack rolls.
Cool. Would we call that a sleight of hand? I guess, or a.
You can
I'm just trying to figure out what to roll.
you can just roll dex at disadvantage because you don't get proficiency.
All right. Cool. No.
You tie your hands up.
Great,
I,
cool. You fall
Toss the rope.
you fall
Toss the
prone.
rope, Spook.
You fall prone, and the rope the rope trips you up, and so you just fall prone.
Cool.
And then the rope falls prone too.
Yeah, the rope is out of your hands, like you know.
Oh no.
Cool.
Spoot, I'm going to need another athletics checks from you as they attempt to break the grapple.
Copy that.
Okay. You succeed. In doing so, so you've got him. You're still holding on to him. He's trying to break out, though. That brings us to Greg.
Trip him.
I mean, why are we not trying to kill him?
Olive from the ground says, "Fuck if I know."
Hang on, I'm reading something really quick.
Because the
The last
conscious
thing
of
we
the
want to
party
do is
is
fight an entire nation
So
by
here's
ourselves.
a question.
Greg, what are you going to
conscious
do?
of the-
Message, it has to be speaking the same language, I think, doesn't it?
It has to
Yeah.
understand you, I think.
Yeah. It doesn't say that in this description, but it's a whispered message, so presumably it's spoken language.
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna hold a fireball for if this guy breaks out, I will fireball him.
A fireball.
No, bolt.
I was gonna say, jeez.
I mean,
Prone over here.
Yeah, I'll hold a firebolt if he breaks out of whatever they're trying to do and sets loose. I will firebolt that sucker.
Okay. Defect, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna rough him up a little bit. I'm gonna non-lethally attack him. See if I can knock him out, maybe.
Effect non-lethal damage.
I
Okay.
know it's a weird saying it. It just
He turns the axe upside down.
I was gonna say, is that with the handle of the axe?
It's like, wow, this end hurts.
Go for his knees.
I was gonna say you could knock him prone.
I
don't know if I
you said
could've
it
done-
doesn't give advantage, right?
No, it does not.
Right.
So are you
Okay,
moving closer
so-
to him?
Yes. I'm sorry. Let me move my guy. Boom. I guess I'm. Right
So you move up to him.
there. Yep. And I'll say, hold him steady. I'm gonna knock this sucker out. And I will swing my axe non-lethally at this guy.
Okay.
I will be still gonna be reckless.
Okay.
Why not? And I'll still do my. Does Weapon Master fee still apply to this, or
Yeah, if you wanted to.
yeah, let's do it.
Flat of the axe head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
you're just
aerodynamic
not
that
you're just
way.
not aiming for like a critical spot on the body.
Yeah. So 22 to hit for 24 points of damage.
Yeah.
Non-lethal damage.
Yeah, he's unconscious.
Okay.
For like
All right.
months.
Okay.
Probably has a screaming headache.
Olive, now you can tie him up.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Did you want us to kill him?
What are we gonna do with him? We can't even talk to him.
Well, now there is an unconscious dwarf,
Well, tie him up.
or whatever the short humanoid is, along with 4 others.
Yeah, tie him up, and I guess I can drag him while we keep going down this tunnel.
It's just dragging this unconscious body.
Put him in the bag.
There's no air in the bag.
Won't fit in the bag of holding.
Oh darn.
There's no air in the bag. Then he'd be unconscious
Yeah,
and suffocated.
it would die.
Don't put him in the bag. Fine.
He was like, I
Jeez.
tried that. Things died in the bag.
So much for science.
I had to find out for science, so I've already tried it.
Now there are
Yeah.
several dead
That was like
woodland
the
creatures
first
in her
thing I
bag.
tried.
Why do you think
No,
they
I
don't have a
emptied
mouse
the
anymore?
creatures. I took
That
the
is
creatures
terrifying.
out.
Wait, is that what happened to Baduk?
No, Baduk stayed in Viteria because we forgot about him.
He asked to stay.
We forgot about him, and then he was like, "No, I'm good."
Yeah, that's true. I should
That
check
is
Yeah,
on him.
okay, fair.
Anyway, I don't really know what to do with this dwarf, but to be honest, it
If
didn't
we
pose
had
much of a
waited,
threat.
I had a method to communicate with all of them.
Did you?
Well, now you can talk to this one.
I'm not
Wait,
gonna
wait,
Talk
wait,
waste
to us
it.
first. It's fine.
I'm not gonna waste it on only one target.
All right. Well, then I guess
So-
we'll carry him around.
Hopefully, if we find more, we won't get so trigger happy and just start
Hey,
killing.
they started
Next time you roll a
it.
natural
Maybe
20.
they don't get so trigger happy.
They started it.
This is true, but we are probably trespassing. Yeah, it does appear that this is not what am I saying? Uninhabited, like I could have hoped.
I mean, there wasn't.
Yeah,
a
I'm not
doorbell.
gonna lie. I've been really not paying attention. I was thinking
Yeah,
about
but
this
they've also
podcast
been
that I wanna make,
isolated for
so
1,000
I trust
years. You
you
think
all.
they've been isolated for 1,000 years? They think they want visitors?
Oh no,
The
and I'm
dead-
sure
There
that
was-
they view.
The dead guy at the entrance says they haven't been isolated.
They may still
Well,
not
that-
want visitors, I guess.
that-
Sure,
that's still-
Olive. Sure.
That still ended in
Why
a
don't we
fight.
keep going?
Carefully. They also can Spook take a look at this dark-skinned elf?
Yes, you may.
Meanwhile, Olive's going to stand up, pick up her rope, and tie up this guy.
Great. Make a sleight of hand check for me, Olive. Okay.
We're gonna do a knot tying class one day.
Okay. So Olive, you make some loops around him. I mean, he's unconscious. It's not like he resists. It's not hard.
Sure.
Okay. Spoot. Defect. Your rage.
Yeah,
Fizzles
it's
out.
gone. Yep. Should we check his body and all the other bodies?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
should
I
probably
want
search
stuff.
them.
I'm definitely gonna loot.
Yeah.
I figured that's Greg.
Yeah, you can all start doing that. Spoot.
I'm
You.
gonna arrange them respectfully too. Okay, we're just gonna like neatly put them on the wall. See what's in their pockets.
Okay. You don't find anything of note in their pockets.
Okay.
They each have a short sword and a longbow, and
Okay, and what
some
about-
arrows.
The drow.
Well,
Do we recognize what
Spoot.
that creature is?
you're investigating one of these elves, or one of these elf-looking folk. What are you trying to deduce from this body while Grig is going through the short, stout humanoids?
I mean, do I recognize this humanoid?
It
like
it
what?
looks elfish. It's just got darker skin, like a deep lavender.
Just know
I
a friend of
guess-
yours. Name's Judith.
Oh, Judith, you should have spoken first. Okay, it sounds like this might be a history check for Spoot to see if this rings any doorbells.
Yeah, you can make a history check.
Come on, big money. That was lame. Oh, that was okay.
Cool. Yeah, with an 18, you'd know this, that there are some elves who, through an ancient god battle or something, the ancestors sided on the wrong side and became corrupted, and a lot of them then chose to retreat and live underground for some reason. But you've never interacted with any of them. Your elvish interactions are very limited. In fact, you have had very few interactions with full-blooded elves. But physically, this individual looks like that, except just a deeper, darker skin tone. And like kind of like white hair.
Well, says Spoot,
But now dead.
I don't know much about elves. This one sure looks like a dead one.
Check the pockets.
I do believe this is.
They've got nothing.
Don't know much about,
Nothing.
but I tell
Spell
you.
focus
Nope.
components.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I'll tell what little bit I do think I know about them. That it seems like this particular kind lives underground, and
Do they
must
have
have
Uh,
nice
made
cloak?
must have made friends with the dwarves.
Yeah.
Or enslaved them. I don't know.
Do they have nice cloaks?
They have the same kind of cloaks that the dwarf humanoids do.
Shall we press on?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know what else we can do.
Yeah, let's go.
Though, as we walk, I'll talk to Nereus and say, "So, what is your plan for communication?"
The same telepathic bond I shared with you guys earlier.
Well, that's a good idea. I do have a spell I could
And
pair.
it lasts for an hour.
Ah, that's very nice. Well,
So
the
just
only thing I
preferably
could.
on somebody who looks more in charge.
Mm-hmm. No, it does make sense. The only thing I could try would have to come after a long rest, unless we're lucky and these dwarves also understand Elvish. I wonder how they communicate with their friends here.
I mean, maybe the dark-skinned ones, the stranger elves, I guess. I've never seen an elf, but doesn't look like one. At least
Assuming
No,
not.
no elves in your family?
you met my family.
Sure.
But no. I mean, as far as I'm aware, all the elves are in the Verdentious Causeway. Aside from that fucking weird one that appeared near that shrine.
Oh, he's not an elf.
Meredith? Forget his name.
Yeah, he's not an elf. The elves from the Verdentious Causeway look totally different. He has like long flopsy ears.
He
Totally
didn't
different.
look that flopsy. That long and pointy.
Mm.
Yep.
I don't know.
Extreme
That was
odd.
kind of all. That's all Spood wanted to gather. Wanted to know what the plan was in case we encounter these again. I don't
It's
really
just
know
probably
what.
if we want to meet somebody in charge, it's best not to kill on sight, even if they attack us first.
Yeah, we are definitely. I mean, I would probably answer in the same way they did if someone barged into my home unannounced.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, fair.
I don't
Especially
really
if
know.
they're creatures I have not seen in my entire lifetime. Which is
Sure.
us.
I'm sure we're the least common thing they could have hoped to have seen.
So,
But
Shall we keep walking?
We are walking.
well, we are. Yeah, this is just.
so do you take
March.
the same marching order, and what are you doing with the captive you have now?
Is Defect carrying it on?
Yeah,
I
we're gonna,
can't
like, just
carry him.
drag him.
Dragging.
Like if rope was tied around his ankles, I'll drag it from that part.
Sure.
Perhaps we could at least fashion a sled of some kind. I wonder if there's anything I have.
Guy who just tried to kill
Thump,
us.
thump, 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 thump.
Cauldron.
Well,
No,
This sounds-
what? No, the cauldron's heavier than he
So
is.
so you're dragging him behind you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Defects in the front.
Yeah. So everyone else is playing skipping rope with him?
No, I'm staying away from the hostage. I don't want to get shot.
We
Did we
did gag
dis-
him
did
as
we-
well, right?
He's
Did we
tied up.
disarm him?
He's tied up, but is he gagged as well?
I'm
I don't want him
assuming
to, like-
I am assuming you trust him up.
Can we take his weaponry away?
I assume he has no
No,
weaponry
of
either.
course you can't.
Just seemed worth mentioning that, we should maybe make sure he doesn't have,
Gently tuck
Uh.
his axe and his bow back in his belt. Okay, that'll be there when you wake up.
Yeah, you take out a short sword. It's got a little like price tag on it, and it's like I've got an international interplanar emporium.
Oh, these
Cool.
are the worst. No wonder they weren't doing any damage.
cheap short swords. Cheap
Just
short
kidding.
swords.
Yeah, super cheapo.
Just kidding. Actually, Spook will ask after some time if we maybe should kill the light and switch to dark vision mode, as I do have a few screwdrivers.
Yeah, you could stab
I
yourself
would
in the
love
eye.
a screwdriver right now.
I don't think you need a screwdriver. Don't you already have dark vision?
So,
That screwdriver.
just to clarify, Defect and Olive are back in front.
Yeah.
Defect is dragging the unconscious body, and then it's Greg, Nereus, Spoot.
Yes, and we're gonna use screwdrivers. Does Defect need a screwdriver? Or do you have the
Defect has the tiara.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Spoot will use a screwdriver and dispel light.
Okay.
Get rid of nature.
If we're going to attempt to be stealthy, Olive will toss Pass Without a Trace on us all.
Okay.
Including the dwarf.
Yes. So we don't all, so that nobody hears him going thump, 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 thump.
Great.
Notably can't be tracked, can't be tracked by magical means. Never mind. Yes. Veil of shadows and silence radiates from me.
Mm-hmm.
A great spell.
Super handy.
So you're doing that. So if everyone's going to attempt to move stealthily, you can all make stealth checks.
Sure.
19.
Great.
31.
Glorious.
22.
Uh,
19.
Mm-hmm.
With Pass Without a Trace, you add
Yeah,
10.
yeah, you all get a plus 10.
oh,
28.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, you walk along for an hour over the stone, dragging this unconscious form behind you. You're very quiet about it. Nothing seems to go on for about an hour, and the spell fades.
Any new depictions on the
Branches.
walls? Any?
It's a lot of the same geometric shapes, imagery, mosaics. It's not a repeat, but it is like similar in theme.
No
Okay.
other passageways or anything.
Nope, one long continuous roadway.
I'd love to learn a little, see if I could learn anything from this, but I don't know if it's worth spending a channel divinity right now.
Mark Songs, thanks for saying hi in chat. Yeah, you all are dragging this guy. Spoot, about an hour has gone by. I'd like you to make a. Why don't you make a medicine check on this guy?
Oh,
That's a good point.
he might not be feeling so good.
As you go to like deal with him. With
24.
a 24, between the ropes not being bound exceedingly well and him being dragged for an hour, he's dead.
That checks out.
Yeah.
We are very bad at this.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're going to tell me, though, right? Otherwise, I'm just going to keep dragging him.
Yes, Spoot will.
And the big hint, Spoot, is like his helmet fell off a while ago, and just the back of his head has been leaving a blood smear for like the last 10 minutes, and it's just all torn up on the back of his head.
I'm not sure I needed a medicine check for that. Now it looks like we tortured him.
Is the rope recoverable?
I mean, it's a rope.
I will take my rope back.
Okay.
Ah,
Oh, God. Okay, well, Spoot will prop the guy up and say something nice about him and the afterlife in Aquan.
Okay.
And
Oh my god.
very remorsefully resume at the back of the party
Lord.
with his head low.
You're so
Non-stop
bad.
prayers. My passive perception will be much lower because I'll be staring at my feet.
Don't say that.
Not knowing Aquan at all, I'll whisper to Griggs, like, damn, he even cursed him out after he died.
Boots like, yeah.
Boots taking on too much of me.
So just for reference, Aquan is the sound of ocean and waters, and so Spoot makes these very calming water gurgling noises, and Defect's immediate response is he's getting fucking cursed out. I love it. I think it's great.
In defect's defense, I have.
angry
No,
water
I'm not
noises.
angry, but I'm disappointed.
Yeah, very disappointed.
Angry water
All right.
noise.
Why did you shoot first? I just keep saying.
Why did you shoot first?
We
Like
should carry
he
this.
needs a reason to have fun in his own home. I mean, come on.
That's true. He was protecting his home, and we're like,
Yeah.
we, the intruders, are like, man, these bastards shot at us.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Maybe. Who knows? They could have just been bandits hiding out here. Who knows? You
They
don't
also
know.
plunge us into darkness,
really-
which is
really don't
disorienting.
know.
Yeah.
And when people are disoriented, they lash out.
Like maybe there's a reason for that. Hey, so you continue on quite a ways. You continue on for a number of hours without meeting any other resistance.
Cool.
You've probably been down here now for about 5 hours or so. And
How long does the dark vision last on Spoot?
I believe 8
8?
hours.
I think so.
I believe it's 8
As-
hours.
As does, not to throw a wrench on my plans,
Yeah.
but I believe aid only lasts 8 hours. So if I cast it before we went down here, it is possible it's gone.
No, you've only been down here for 5 hours.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
So you've got 3 hours left of aid, and you've got, let's see, this was about an hour and a half in. If you use dark vision immediately after that, then I'd say you've used about 3.5 hours of your dark vision. So you've got 4.5 left on that.
Copy that.
All right. So you're down here. You entered here around midday or so, a little after. So you can keep going. You can make a camp. What do you want to do?
Well, is the floor still at a slope?
Yeah.
Decline.
Okay, just keep
We're
going.
going down.
Yeah, it's
All
hard
right.
to sleep on that.
I guess this is what we're doing. We're just going.
All right. Pressing on. How long do you want to press on?
At least a couple more hours. Try to see if we can.
Okay.
Get more level ground.
You continue on down this gently low sloping corridor for another few hours. The aid spell vanishes on you all. So those 15 hit points are gone for those 3. And you are keeping on going down this hallway for about another hour or so, and you're starting to get a little tired.
This just kind of keeps going, doesn't it? Are
I
you
guess
sure this
so.
is what we want to do?
I guess we're going to
Sure.
have to stop.
This is
Well,
the
but
thing
this
we're
deep
doing?
already.
We should probably rest, although we're going to have to keep watch.
Yeah, we are.
Let's just hope no one rolls in his sleep and accidentally rolls down the hole.
That'd be funny.
It's not like this. It's like that. Like it's just ever so slightly going down. It's not like
Oh,
a-
I thought it was a bit of a sharper, not a very slight one.
no.
Just sleep with your head up.
It's a gradual decline, which may be why it's taking so long to get
It
anywhere.
goes on and
Okay.
on, my friends.
So perhaps how long does a watch take? There's
2
5 of
hours.
us.
Yeah.
2 hours. I don't know how much time I have of dark vision left.
Well,
And not too much.
You've got about an hour.
you could always do it again.
True. Why don't
Then I'll just make it.
Well,
again.
I think the thing is, we always have enough watches. 'Cause I think we only need 4 watches a night, so one person doesn't have to.
Right.
True. I could always just take the last watch too, and as I wake up, restart dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
Reasonable.
I'll vote for that.
Bedtime.
Okay.
Nighty night.
I'm gonna eat that good berry. since it's gonna go bad.
Yeah, we may as well.
I think cooking in this cave would be a bad idea.
I think you're right. Olive will also eat her good berry and take her. It's one hit point. Yes. Yes.
Yep.
I will take my one hit point and dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone care? I'll take first watch if no one else wants to.
Go ahead.
Sure.
That's cool.
While I am watching, can I attune to this belt I've been wearing?
Yeah.
Or is that that's a thing you can do while watching? Yeah.
Mhm.
Like it's not a.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
fine.
do anything. I just put it on and.
Yeah, you just
All
wear it and attune to it.
I have attuned to it.
Great. You have attuned the dormant girdle of Gronk,
Yes.
and you get the benefits of that.
Great.
Cool.
Oh, look at that. And it did the thing.
Mhm.
Great. And I have rolled a 21 on my perception for my watch.
Great.
Keep it-
Yeah, you don't notice anything.
Cool.
You can wake up the next person.
Who wants to be woken?
You're the awake one. You get to pick.
I
Yeah.
get to choose. Cool. I'm gonna nudge Grig.
All right, Greg, you
Ah!
are awakened.
What? Sorry, I was just sleep eating. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's your turn to watch.
Okay.
Good night.
I guess I will also take this moment to attune to Pulse, because now I have that. Put it on, and I bet it looks fabulous.
Yeah, so you put on this collar that's got these various gems on it, and you now have the dormant version of Pulse attuned to yourself.
Right.
So it doesn't
It's
awaken on
still
Greg.
dormant. It doesn't waken up on me. That's so annoying.
Nope.
Nope. Neither did my girdle.
I'm sorry, Greek.
I'm gonna have to keep shuffling. All right. Shall I percept?
Sure.
Oh yeah. This is who I am today.
You're just annoyed that the collar didn't like Spoot said he got all these cool like knowledge and abilities out of it, and you didn't.
Yeah, no, this is dumb. I guess sciences didn't work. Now I have to keep moving for science.
The watch comes to an end.
Great. I'm gonna wake up. Defect.
All right.
Defect, this sucks. It doesn't work. But nothing really happened, I guess. I don't know.
Well, why not sleep on it?
Okay.
Really
Maybe
lumpy.
it just needs more time.
Then my perception check. 6.
Quiet down here in the tunnel.
Oh,
That's good.
That's
spooky.
so concerning.
Yep.
Won't you take TP2?
Well, if nothing else happens, I will wake up Nereus.
Huh?
We're gonna be so paranoid. We're gonna be fighting each other.
Quiet as a mouse. But it is your turn.
Okay. Natural 20.
Excellently done.
Sees all these dangers that are
They're
just
like, what are you talking about, guys?
Like,
We're sitting
there-
around
Completely
this."
surrounded.
Nothing comes and bothers you. but you swear that you hear something from the walls.
Can I go, like, put my hand on the wall and see if I can, like, feel any, like, I know I don't have, like, tremor sense, but, you know, like, if you can feel something shaking.
Yeah, you go up, and as you approach a particular section of the wall, as you're like running your hands along, it becomes quiet again. The noise disappears, but it's just wall. As you like run your hands across it, it's just solid wall.
Mm-hmm. Strange. All right, let's keep looking around and listening.
Yeah. At various points throughout your watch, you hear that occasional noise again. It's very low and very faint. You're not quite sure what it is. It could be like wind, or it could be rustling of something. It's not like a heavy earth rumble. It's more like air. You're familiar with air. Like it kind of reminds you of like when you're like younger siblings used to like whisper in the other room, but everybody could still hear them.
Okay.
But like it's just solid rock when you check it out.
Wait, so I speak primordial, which means I can understand Terran.
Sure.
This isn't it?
Nope.
All right. Just want to make sure. Okay. Well, I mean, if nothing attacks us.
Yeah. It comes that time you can awaken, and everybody wakes up. You've completed a long rest, and you have two directions to go: back the way you came or deeper down. And as you prep your spells for the day, whatever you think you might need, we're going to take a short 5-minute break here.
Cool.
And take a little short rest. Thank you all for being with us. Thank you, Mark Songs. Thank you, I've Got It. Thank you, NYC Zom. We're going to do a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be back after this brief message from our not sponsor. But enjoy the character cards. We'll be right back. Hello, everyone. We are back at it. Back on our shenanigans. Hi. So, our party has just awoken, and they had a surprisingly restful sleep. In this deep, dark tunnel that they are traversing down. You have prepped your spells for the day. You have made your prayers. You have shined your weapons. And how would you like to proceed?
Well,
I mean,
first Amber
one way to
asks
keep
whether
going.
Nereus has told us about the sounds that he was hearing.
Hmm.
Griggs
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
have to
sure.
know. Yes? Okay, great. So do you think that like somebody's watching us? Because that sounds like somebody's watching us. If you think people were whispering, they were watching us. Does that mean that we're like trapped here and they're watching us this whole time?
Oh, it's
Hello? Are you watching us?
completely
And I
possible.
assume so.
I mean, I don't doubt it's possible in the slightest.
Okay.
They have been,
So, alright.
isolated down here for how long?
I don't know. We're here to like find some stuff out and protect you from like some bad dudes. I know that we killed somebody, but we didn't like mean to. It's just when you attack us, we tend to react that way. Sorry
Didn't mean
about
to
that.
commence vicious death scene.
I mean, that's just kind of a thing we do. The defect gets mad, and I get mad. And if you attack defect, I tend to get extra mad. So when you shot defect, then I was like, I gotta do this. But anyway, we're just here to like find some stuff. If you're listening.
While Grig is rambling, Olive's going to pass around good berries.
Great. Everybody's got a good berry in their pocket.
Great.
So
Like that should be on a T-shirt.
everybody gets a good berry in their pocket.
Like it needs like the pocket with the with it printed on the pocket.
What's that song?
All right. So, what is your plan to go forward here?
In my pocket.
I think we just keep walking. Anyone have any more brilliant ideas over keep walking?
Let's do it a little more passively this time, perhaps.
I mean, we could turn into gas again. Like get down there within like a couple minutes.
We don't know where we're going. Sure, we could do that. It's sucks up my only 6th level spell slot.
No, you said faster. That's my only suggestion. We can keep walking. It's totally fine.
I could cast the Arcane Eye, just to. I mean, it doesn't go far, but just to go 30 feet in front of us if we need a little extra heads up.
I could cast a familiar as well if we want to send something ahead.
Why don't we try to save our resources right now? We haven't even run into anything in like 24 hours.
Fair.
I'll do another dark vision, so we don't have to use light necessarily and be. Although I'm sure they know we're here by now.
All right. So, you cast light on your shield.
Oh no!
He said dark vision.
Dark vision.
Oh, you're using dark vision. Sorry.
I'm taking out the other eye.
All right. All right. And are you keeping the same marching order and doing all? Are you going stealthily or are you just walking? What is your plan?
The marching order worked good for me. Yeah.
Great.
Marching order's fine.
Back,
Okay.
as usual, and I'm gonna be like, "Hello."
Well,
I feel like.
Well, Defect and Olive are in front next to each other. Then it's Greg, Nereus, Spoot. That was how you marched down here yesterday.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
I think that's fantastic. I think while, maybe not shining a light ahead of us is a good idea, I don't feel like stealth is necessarily worth the slow. We may as well take the distance.
We're just walking along.
Yeah.
Hello.
Not making a ruckus, but not being.
Greg, who are you talking to?
I mean, whoever was talking last night.
I wonder if
I'm not totally sure it was talking.
After about 45 minutes or so walking. Olive and Spoot. The two of you smell something.
Something good, something terrible, something
It's like
acidic.
it's kind of like acrid, but not like acidic.
Something dead? Does it smell like something dead?
No, it doesn't smell dead. It smells like when you leave a pot on a fire for too long. Or like maybe like a blacksmith.
On a scale of 1 to orc spice.
You smell it. That's what you get.
Okay.
Great.
Acrid like a blacksmith. Interesting. Okay.
It smells like something's burning up ahead, guys.
Or someone's
Good
tending a
news.
forge, maybe?
Yeah, like not like campfire burning, like
Yeah, and like you just like entered this area and it's becoming stronger, even though there's nothing around you.
That's great news. Let's go. I'm tired of this tunnel.
Go further, you mean?
I mean
Sure.
that is the other choice is to go back, so yeah.
All right,
yeah, let's
cool.
keep going.
All right.
I mean, and we're walking in darkness. Do we
Yeah.
see like a glow or anything? Is there any?
You don't until you all hear a click as Greg steps on a trigger plate. And I need everyone except for Spoot, no, including Spoot, actually. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw. As jets of molten metal shoot out from the wall at you.
Molten metal.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God.
That's awesome.
Sarah, they one-upped your heat metal.
I think I need.
They
a new
sure did.
headset. Dexterity saving throw.
Okay, 15.
Okay.
13 somehow.
18.
Can I use my flash of genius and like leap into Defect's arms or something?
Do you want to?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do something. I'm gonna use a flash of genius just to extra 4 to that.
Okay. Which gives you a 15.
15. Yeah.
All right. All of you fail.
Great.
Oh,
All of you take 32 fire damage from this hot metal pounding on your sides. Just, it's like jets of liquid hot metal. Just,
Cool.
there's a dull glow on you now. I need everyone to make a Constitution save as the metal is like staying on your body.
$27.
23.
26.
13.
So, Nereus and Greg, you take 12 points of additional fire damage as the metal cools on you. Everyone else takes 6 fire damage as the metal quickly cools and hardens, and like you are able to shake it off of your body.
The original damage was 30?
32.
32.
Ouch.
Many ouch.
That hurts so bad.
Yes, and in the fading dull light of like the big puddles of what is molten metal on the floor, you just see this glow, and you see just like drips from the wall in certain places that you didn't even notice before.
That was a badass trap. I'm fucked.
Medicine check on Greg.
Make a medicine check.
I mean, there's metal burning holes in my body, guys.
Indeed,
This sucks.
you are.
It's really
Yeah, Greg
Being
is.
calm because it's shock. I'm in
Here,
shock.
Here,
I
drink
didn't know what
this.
shock
Yeah.
was, but
Gives
now I do. I can't
forces
feel my legs.
health
guys.
potion into Greg.
What's going on? I can't. Why are you?
Just keep your mouth open.
Did we ever identify the blue potion we acquired?
Doesn't matter. Greg will do that for us. No, I'm just kidding. I just poured in one of the JP sparkling red potions, BT dubs.
Okay, go ahead, roll. The JP ones were
2d4
from
plus
Thornless.
2?
Yep. Yeah, the regular healing potions, 2d4 plus 2.
But they're sparkly.
Always sparkly.
Wow.
Okay, did that do it that time? There you go. No,
Yep.
Oh, that
Yeah.
wasn't much.
That's
was
a
it?
good
Oh,
roll.
wow.
That's 9.
That's almost max damage. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so Greg, you get 9 hit points back from
That's great.
downing that magical elixir.
surely there's got to be more that I can do. There's some here. Take this just in case, and I give another potion of healing.
I could cast an aura of vitality.
I mean, here, hang on. I could, if we're spellsing and stuff, then yeah, hang
Well,
on. I forgot that, like, I can do stuff. I'm just a
before you
little
do
busy
anything-
being Bernie. Can we get this metal off of me? How do I, I'm good at things. Let me just pry it off.
Yeah, Greg, go ahead. Just make an intelligence check for me, Greg.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, it's easy enough. It just, like, shakes off. You deal a lot with metals and ores. You get a sense that this ore is designed to be kept hot, but shortly after it is removed from the heat source, it cools very quickly.
A little like solder.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. So once it's off temp, it just gets a little flaky. It just burns. In the meantime, that's fine. This is very smart. This is a great trap. Whoever you are, good job.
Compliment them. That fucking hurt.
No, it did. But remember, you told me that we're trying to be friends with them and not kill them all.
That's fair.
They make a good point. I believe I should have started this day off with another aid at 4th level.
Sure.
And that should give us all 15 points to help us, plus our max increases 15. If I understand that correctly.
That is correct. You get to select 3 people to get that.
So it does suck. It's only 3.
Since there are 5 of us, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do another defect. We'll do a fragile Grig.
I'm very fragile.
And between who's left, I believe Nereus is the most fragile, correct?
Yeah. Sorcerer's squishy.
He's a very tough sorcerer, actually.
Sure.
Well, I took it yesterday, so I'll pass it to Nereus today.
All right. Defect Grig and Nereus, you get the benefits of the aid spell.
Awesome.
Obviously, defect is the least squishy, but also the most likely to get pummeled.
The brunt of the damage, yeah.
Great. Yep.
So does it only increase my max and heal me, or does it?
Yeah, it does both.
Both. It does both. Which makes it pretty cool, and I've never used it until like now.
There we go. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'm still listening.
All right.
I do have to,
Yeah, taking a moment to get yourselves back in order here and like heal those of you who needed down a health potion or whatever. There's two ways. There's 2 ways to go: backwards or forwards.
We're going forward. I'm gonna drink
Forwards.
another potion while I'm here.
Greg.
And
can
perhaps
you,
you go carefully.
Yeah, check for traps.
Oh, yep. Sure.
Do you have a method for doing that, actually?
What is it? 1d4 or 2d4? I forget what healing potions are.
2d4 plus 2.
Thank you.
Plus 2. Are you using the second one I gave you? Just out of curiosity, I'll make sure I take it out of my...
No, I have a couple. I can use one of mine. You can keep
Okay.
that.
I do have 5 still, so if anyone needs one, now's the time.
I am now down to 1, but
Here, take this other one. I'll give you the other
great.
JP's.
I'll have 2. Is JP's different than a standard?
Nope.
Sparkly.
It's just sparkly.
I think they
All
are
right.
sparkly.
So yeah, you down a few healing potions. You continue on your way. If you want to, you can, like, Greg can go along and do some poking and investigating for traps.
Yeah.
It will reduce your speed. Like, you can't move very quickly while Greg is doing this, because it's a wide hallway that they have to investigate, and they're checking every thing. But if that's how you want to go, you can do that.
mean,
I don't
I'd
think I
rather not
need to
get
do
hit
it.
by molten metal again.
Yeah,
That's
that
fair.
kind of hurt.
Can I study this area and this trigger and all this stuff to like learn as much as I can about the mechanisms to sort of help myself look for ones in the future?
Sure. Go ahead. Make an investigation check for this first trap, then.
Fucking fuckity fuck.
You know that you stepped on it. You know that you heard the click. You cannot find it between getting splattered with the metal and like dancing and like fire, 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 and maybe it's now like under some of this hardened ore that's on the ground. You can't even find the mechanism.
Great. That's
Cool.
great. Everything's
So
great.
I did forget. I do have, and I didn't obviously think to use it before we got hit with the trap, but I do have fine traps. Now it's a spell, but it might make this go faster.
I think it only lasts for an hour, though, doesn't it?
No, I think it's one.
Oh no, I see. It's just instantaneous within 120 feet.
Oh,
So
it's just
I'd have to do it
instantaneous.
like
It's not even-
I have to do it like every 120 feet.
Is it like a cantripy type thing though?
No,
No.
it's a second
It
level
has
spell.
a cost. Okay.
No, it tells you there is a trap. It doesn't tell you where or what kind of trap.
Right.
Not as useful as I
Becoming
thought.
less and less helpful.
No.
Well, it's there in an emergency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna check for a little while, and then I'm sure I'm gonna get bored, and say we should just keep walking.
Okay.
Perhaps we should pay attention the next time we smell something funny, though.
Yeah. Probably. I thought we were gonna get to see more people.
Right? Hello, are you here?
Defect. Oh, go ahead.
No, what are you gonna say?
I totally meant to say Spoot. I don't know why I said defect. Spoot might take up the diplomacy with Greg, but it's gonna try saying things like hello in Elvish every so often,
Okay.
and say things like, "We're trying to be peaceful.
Becoming
Is anyone there?"
Okay.
Sorry about earlier.
Oopsie.
So you continue on. For a while, and are you like what are you doing as you go? Is Greg investigating and you're moving slower, or are you all just like actively looking around now? Like, what are people doing?
I think let's just actively look around. I don't need
Yeah.
to stop and search for traps every
Okay.
5 feet. That would suck.
Then everybody can make perception checks. I won't take passes for this because now you're like actively looking for danger here.
Great.
Nearest gives no fucks.
Oh my god, this is my night.
23. All of
23?
defect. I mean, why do I keep calling myself defect?
Okay.
Wishful
I found out who I want to
Exactly.
be when I grow up.
You want to be defect.
We all want to be defect when we grow up. Let's be real.
All right. Yeah. So, continuing on down the corridors, moving a little bit slower because now you're like expertly like looking around, looking for danger.
They are. I am not.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
with
I'm
a five nearest, you're kind of watching them watching.
I'm watching Greg.
Yeah.
Just
Like,
yelling.
Oh, that's
Yeah. And
that's
I'm-
how it's done.
Like, just, yeah, walking around, looking up around. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, so Spoot and Olive, you're looking around, and Olive, you're in the front and Spoot's in the back.
yeah.
So Olive, you are able to deftly stop Defect from taking a step onto a tile that you notice is a little bit different than the others.
Hey, watch out.
Oh, thank you. And
Click.
I step over it onto a different trap.
Yeah.
Puts his hand on the wall in a sigh of relief, sets off another trap.
Yep. So you are able to bypass a trap.
Would it be more helpful if I were to join Olive at the front in the trap searching?
It's up to you.
Shaking up the marching order a little bit.
I mean,
No offense to the rest of the party. We might stand a better chance. Could I, by the way?
What, you don't think I can spot things?
What's
Did
that?
you see
over
that?
See what?
there? No, this, not that.
It presses the trap
Oh.
to show what they're talking about. This thing, click.
Yeah.
I think I would like to
Oh, I
join
thought you were talking about that.
Olive in the front.
No, this.
Okay. So it's going to be Spoot and Olive in the front, and Defect,
Sure.
Greg, Nereus in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Great. I love it. Cool. As you continue on, go ahead and make new perception checks.
Ooh, wait.
Because what?
Can I, before we move on, I want to look at this one that Olive spotted and see if I can discern anything from it, investigate more.
Make an investigation check.
18 this time.
Yeah. So this time you are able to see what this trigger is. It's a pressure plate. It's barely at all raised. It's nigh impossible to notice. It's expertly crafted and fits in just like all the other tiles on the ground. It's very impressive. You get the sense that this was done by like master craftsmen who thought and planned about how this thing was going to work.
Great. I think that we're aft. This is really, really well done. We'd have to like roll around on our bellies and be staring at everything we do in order to spot these.
We saw that one.
Well, again, they've been down here
Yeah,
for
I'm just
how
saying that
long?
like, yeah, we should probably just, keep going with general caution, but I don't think we're going to be able to spot them all. Be prepared to get burnt again.
Sure.
These people mean business.
I will
It's
say
really exciting.
none of you smells that like same hot molten smell that you did before.
Oh, maybe it's a different one. They bet they do different things. This is actually really cool. I'm a little bit angry and a little bit impressed.
Uh-huh.
My concern is if these are so well made, walking. Can we just fly?
I mean, I can't.
I mean, we
wait, hang on.
can.
No, I can't. I've been practicing this thing that like could maybe work, but it doesn't really work.
We can.
Is
It's just expensive.
It costs materials?
No, it's.
Oh,
it's not-
magic expensive. Okay.
Yeah, magic expensive. Resources here.
Let's just, I guess, let's just see if, how many more traps we pop across. If they become more frequent, it might be a good idea. But with you two up front, hopefully we can not step in any.
Yeah, not to test my luck. I'm going to guidance myself on this next roll.
So this is a continual thing, so guidance cannot be applied to it.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
All right, Olive's feeling very perceptive today.
Great. Love that.
Spoot, a little less so this time.
Oh, I did a thing.
Excellently done, Nereus.
Everyone's rolling these 20s.
I rolled over 10.
Fantastic. Defect, are you not perceptifying? Oh, there you go.
Nope,
No.
apparently
No,
not.
it's not.
All right, cool. Once again, leading up in the front, all of you are able to just barely notice another slightly raised
Hey, look out there!
tile. Yeah. And successfully avoid that. And with a natural 20, you're able to point out to your companions.
Yeah,
Fifth
guys.
time.
And you
Very
avoid it.
nice.
there.
Nicely done.
Is there?
Don't step-
Can I
don't
investigate
step in
this
that.
one too? I'm looking for any like
Mhm.
subtle markings or thinking about whether there's a pattern or like, is there a way to think about this in a better sense? Because somebody comes down this goddamn passage at some point. God, son of a.
Can I guide?
With a 10, like you trust all of that, it's there. but you can't tell which tile it actually is, so you just give the whole area kind of a wide berth and walk around to the other side.
Ugh, I'm trying.
Don't
both
give
of
up.
Be
these,
the smart
both of
character.
these tiles, were they more in the middle of the hallway, or are they staggered?
They're
I
in
mean, I
different
can't
locations
tell.
in the hallway.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Seemingly no pattern, I guess.
Yeah.
Spook will tell Greg not to give up on that. It's a very good idea, studying each one.
As you continue on, you begin to notice a few things. The walls slowly take on more deliberate shapes and designs, which everything was already like geometric and carved anyway, but now like you see things that look like they are like carved facades of like dwellings or domiciles, kind of set back a little bit into the stone. Doing a quick investigation, it seems like they, with a quick glance, they may be like common gathering places or something.
so
But they
so
appear
these
empty.
are different, like, oh, they're like nooks, not like paths.
Yeah, like they look like a nook at a casual glance, but with Spoot and Olive's passive perception, because you think, oh, maybe this is an alternate path, but it's not. It's actually carved to look like that. What it is the entryway into like a large carved room, like that.
So there's like rooms. There's like dead end rooms coming off of the thing.
Yeah.
Is there stuff in the rooms, or are they just like cavernous, empty spaces?
There's some furniture, but anything else in here looks like it's been cleared out.
Furniture like seating arrangements?
Like tables and chairs, yeah.
I'm just. I mean, I know, because we're not in like the elements, things would age differently. But
And everything is made of stone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if there'd be any fabrics or anything that could tell age.
Well, stone can get smoothed over long periods of use.
Hold on, let me use my stone cutting.
If you
But
want,
there's no fabrics, no tapestries, nothing.
No, it's cleared out. Like there's nothing
Okay.
here but this heavy stone furniture, which you can make an investigation check to see if you can learn anything about, if you are intrigued to do so.
And the walls in these rooms are like the hallway walls, or are they?
Mm-hmm.
I don't investigate anything.
Yeah, they're stone. They're benches and tables and maybe
Well,
some
I think
chairs
we're getting
and stools.
closer.
Does seem that way.
Yeah, defect. They're stone chairs and tables and benches.
Olive would like
Okay.
to investigate one of the rooms further to see if there's any like hidden doors.
Sure, make an investigation check.
15.
You don't find anything.
Yeah. All right. Shall we?
I will say with 15's defect and Olive, no secret doors, but like definitely signs that like stuff was like moved, not like 3,000 years ago or anything, like fairly recently.
Well, there are people here, obviously.
Or there were before we killed them.
Fair.
I mean, I don't think those few people are living in such abandoned quarters, but
No.
Hopefully if we keep going, we'll find more people.
Keep
I mean,
on
at this
keeping on.
point, yeah.
Did you say that the markings on this section of the wall had changed dramatically, or is it just that they opened up into these nooks?
No, they just opened up into these nooks. The walls are pretty much identical. More geometric patterns and mosaics and carvings. It's all very well made and beautiful. It's just a different aesthetic.
Is it? I know there's no like source of light, but is the stone like dark stone or like light stone?
Actually, that's a good question.
It's kind of a lighter stone, some of them, and some of the larger blocks are darker stone.
I actually wonder how much we can see in color with dark vision. I don't remember.
We can't.
You can't.
Only
It's,
shades.
it's
Only,
just
it's a
gray.
grayscale.
Shades.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
that's what I
grayscale.
Yeah.
But my thought was, if we had a light source, would it reflect off of surfaces, or would it be?
Oh, we could test that theory for a moment.
We could.
Hard to say without a light source.
Could turn a light source on my shield and give it a little light on this area.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is that what you do?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just
in one of the nooks, maybe.
take another look. Yeah,
That's where we are.
In a nook, reading Dwarven Ruins.
Yeah, so you chink, light your shield. The colors of the stone are very warm. Like they are a warmer stone, kind of like at mid to high eye level. The ceilings in here are fairly low. They're only like 7 feet high.
So defect can reach up and touch them.
Mm-hmm, yeah. They're lower than the hallway outside. But it's like a warm kind of earthy brown, like light earthy brown stone color kind of. Maybe it's painted or washed in some way. And then the stones along the border on the ground are a darker, like deep gray, almost black. With some like accent stones that are placed at various places. And then the carvings are very much alive and the mosaics are very colorful.
It's a very nice looking home, actually, if you had to live underground.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a cave at all. I wonder if I can get the designer to redo my cave.
We can talk about that once we find them.
There.
Yeah.
Forward march.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yep. Keep on keeping on.
All right. Continue on. Go ahead. Make perception checks.
Take the light out, Pixie Dubs.
19.
Okay.
Oh my
17.
25.
Nice.
Stick with us, Greg. We'll show you the way.
Cool. Spoot, this time you are the one who manages to steer your friends away from a trap.
Whoa. Oh, so that's what they look like. Here. Come investigate this, Greg. And Spoot will pat them on the back and give them some
try.
guidance.
I'm gonna try to think about everything we've seen so far, figure something out. Is
And
there
you
a pattern?
have
Is there
guidance if you
marking?
choose to use it.
Yeah, sure. Does that mean I roll a d4?
D4.
Great. I'm forgetting all the things. This is awesome.
Oh boy.
This day.
Yeah, like it's just like that other one. It's like perfectly fits.
Oh, good.
It's totally indiscernible. It's just because it's raised just that little bit. You get the sense
It's
that
just so subtle.
the slightest pressure will set it off.
Maybe they just memorize where they are as they walk down here.
Maybe.
But that's okay.
Is it in the same place? Is it like
It's in
Craftsman Straws, the one that I have seen? Is it like
No.
4 over or to the right? Just like I'm trying to hold the pattern. Of
they
what I
they
like.
appear to be random.
Okay.
It's okay.
Like
So where they
and like purposefully so. Like you figured that out. Like
Right.
they are designed to be a place where like people wouldn't be able to discern a pattern out of them.
Right.
Did Nereus ever tell us about what they heard during our
The
long?
whispering. Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe there are paths that they use that are just outside this main
Oh my gosh.
hall.
Uh,
Doesn't quite explain the nooks of, sitting furniture, but
continuing on,
Yeah.
Mhm.
y'all can make perception checks again.
Oh, Olive's gotten bored with this, apparently.
24.
Spoot, you are once again able to avoid another trap.
We'll make it someday, guys.
Yep.
Yep.
Or will we? Or will
You
we be
know-
trapped
Or
down here
cast-
forever?
Or we'll be cast in bronze.
Like you've been moving a little slower, which has been to your benefit because you are avoiding these traps.
Yeah.
Could I do something crazy? I don't know if
Uh-huh.
maybe there is something to Spoot's idea about them traveling behind this main wall. Nearest, what side of the main passageway was it that you heard the sounds?
That side.
Uh.
This side?
No. That side.
That side.
Yeah, over there.
Could Spoot go over to that side
Mm-hmm.
and take his mason tools and do that thing that he does when he uses the cast of channel divinity to become proficient in these tools? Is there anything I can determine about these walls? Can I have a listen?
Yeah,
Tap in a section?
Yeah, go ahead. Make an investigation check. You with your proficiency bonus.
Copy. I just took that. Use away proficient +4. Okay, investigation check. No. Yes. Probably going to spend one of my know the truths. That's a 16 plus the 4. Using proficiency bonus. That's just with the having proficiency, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
20, dirty 20.
So a dirty 20. Great. Yeah. So these walls are ancient, like more than 1,000 years old. They are expertly carved and shaped, and not just like carved, but laid in, like whatever the natural wall of this cavern or this cave system was, this tunnel has been replaced with like the stone in front of it. Whether it was carved out of it or laid in front of it, you're not sure because you can't see behind. But like, it is seamless, and like it's very impressive. But was definitely the work of like generations of stonemasons. You can only imagine the skill that would have been needed to craft this, and the time.
These are very patient people, it would seem. I wouldn't be
Or
surprised.
they've been working on it for a very long time.
Well, they've had the time, I suppose. Been alone down here. Well, I didn't really learn if my theory was true or not, but I wouldn't be surprised. I think that the hands that built these walls are capable of most anything. You've seen these traps, so
They're brilliant. They're freaking
What is
brilliant.
what is the air like down here? Like, is there movement in the air, or is it stale?
It's not stale, but it's not like
There's not a
gusty
breeze or
either.
anything.
No.
I cast Gust on Olive.
Thanks.
Now
if I
there's a gust.
if I still had a little bit of time, I can't remember if we're next to the trap we avoided, but I don't know if there's anything I could glean from that with my proficiency, or if has it passed.
No, this was what you. This is a check you did investigating the walls.
Oh, copy.
It lasts for an hour. Your channel divinity.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out.
You gain the proficiency for an hour, I think.
I believe that to be true. Have I not adequately put that in my...
Great.
Oh, I'll find that answer, but yes, I believe that is true.
Yeah, if you click on the ability, it should pop up on the right side of the screen there, and you can double check. But if that is the case, you should be able to do another investigation check on the trap if you want.
Yeah, why not? That doesn't look good. Oh no!
Oh,
No.
Yeah,
Adding the plus
it-
4 doesn't matter at this point, does it?
it actually only lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh.
Okay, good. So we narrowly avoided that.
So I would said you used all the 10 minutes investigating the wall.
Thank you, DM. You might have saved our party.
Oh, I see.
Yes, I
You rolled. Yeah. Okay.
As I clumsily set off the trap I was investigating.
Okay. Yeah. You may continue on. Go ahead, y'all. Make those perception checks. Since you are still, I'm assuming you're still keeping an eye out.
I have an idea,
Yeah.
though. Perhaps we all make
Me.
perception checks, but we travel in a straight line. That way it narrows our chance of, if one of us slips up and misses a trap.
Apparently, Nereus has decided to pay attention for a change.
This is the second time they've done that. 15
It's probably not
sweet.
going to save us because I have
Do
no
we-
modifier. But
Do we travel in a straight line?
So are you traveling in a straight line?
I think that lessens our chance of, we have less probability that we're going to
but
hit.
even
one of
if
the
we
tiles.
travel in a straight line, if someone in the back sees the trap, they're probably not going to be able to stop the person in the front. before
That's a
they
good
step on
point.
it.
All right, let's go
That
as
doesn't really
we
matter.
were. Let's go as
Yeah.
we were then.
Okay.
Also, lining up in hostile territory is always a bad idea.
My favorite.
Cool. So you're all looking around, watching the floor in front of you. Nereus, you were paying super attention because you were like, I don't want to deal with this shit at all. Like you've had enough. However, that is not enough, unfortunately. Spoot, you hear a click under your foot.
Told ya.
Uh-oh. Hit the deck.
And suddenly, massive stone pillars from under you, from above you, from the sides begin smashing the hallway, smashing at you. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw as these pistons of stone start smashing at you all from
Bummer.
every side.
Is it a remotely
Yes.
possible in this split second to
21.
give myself guidance? On
Not
a
at
dex
all.
save?
Doesn't do saving throws.
Doesn't do saving throws anyway.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I just need all the decks I can get. 16.
Okay. Defect. With a 21, you take only 7 bludgeoning damage and are able to get out of the area without being smashed up too much. So that's great.
Hi, comrades.
Everybody else takes 14 bludgeoning damage.
I'm resistant to bludgeoning damage.
Then you take 7.
That's fun.
And I need everyone who failed to make another dexterity saving throw as you get buffeted about by these columns.
Motherfucker.
13.
Is there time to do anything?
No, they just come alive and they're smashing. You have to get out of the area. It's
Yeah, can I cast something?
No, you're getting buffeted about. The whole ground and floor and walls are moving. You don't have the time to focus on casting a spell.
Can I use subtle spell without the vocal or somatic?
Nope.
Can I crawl my way out of here?
No, it's just that you mentally don't have the capacity to do anything else because it's just smashing pistons under you, around you, from above you, from below you.
Meanwhile, Defect's like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Trying to get down this tunnel.
All of you fail again.
Yeah. You think?
But you only take 7 damage, 7 bludgeoning
Again?
damage. It would reduce to 3 for you, Olive.
All right. This is a new 7. Got it.
Yep.
Cool.
And you are successfully battered out of the trap.
Cool.
But behind you, the pistons are still going and still smashing. The entire section of hall behind you is now just a mashing trap of stone pillars beating
Cool.
the ground and beating the ceiling to death.
Nice.
So can we
Yes.
fly now?
Is Olive the only one that took damage?
No.
No,
Nope.
you took all that damage, Spoot, too.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Once we are clear of that disaster, Olive is going to cast Aura of Vitality,
Great.
which I believe is I think it's 10 because it's up to a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get 10 rounds of healing of 2d6
Yeah.
Cool.
each.
So there's 5 of us,
Oh.
so each of us can have 2.
Great.
Alright.
So
That's awesome.
So Olive, you roll all that because you're the source. So roll you can roll just 5 sets of 4d6.
Sure.
I'm fine with that.
Man, that's cool. I should be using this spell more often.
Yeah. Okay. Grig 19.
Great.
Defect 11.
Right.
Spoot 17. Nereus 9. Sorry. And Olive 19.
That was almost a perfect roll.
Very close. Very well done.
Cool
Yeah,
spell.
we like Aura of Vitality. It rocks.
Yeah, I should pick that up. Can you imagine if we were both walking around just like... Pew, pew, pew.
All right. So the loud smashing behind you, taking a minute to heal up. The only way is forward now. That trap has made the back behind you impassable.
Cool.
Oh,
Inconceivable.
At least for the time being. Maybe the trap will reset at some point, but
Can we fly now? I'm fucking sick of this shit.
Ah. I can't do anything about it.
I mean,
What do we do if you run into hostiles while we're flying? Fly away?
well, three of us will be birds of some kind. Carrying
We can't burden here.
Why not?
Wings.
We're in a
and-
cave underground with only 10 feet clearance, and the bird's a huge animal.
Yeah.
Can we bat in here?
Be a
You
smaller
don't
bird.
have your gaseous form.
well,
I
giant.
do.
Yeah, they're large creatures, but yeah.
Yeah, say they're large. Giant eagles are large creatures.
So
The name is misleading.
they would be a little cramped.
Mm-hmm. Problem is, I can only do the gas once
Yeah.
a day. And if we've just made this impassable behind us, the only way we're getting out is as a gas.
You're forgetting I can teleport.
I do have that spell to take us back to the
And
sanctuary.
you have the
Okay.
sword. So we have options.
Sure. If we
I
want to
just
go,
don't want to get trapped anymore.
okay,
Yeah, sure.
sure.
I mean,
The
if
gas
you
is-
want to keep getting hit by things, that's on you. I'll fly by myself.
No. I mean, I'm all for not getting hit. I just don't want to. I'm concerned about burning a spell that we might need. But if other people are prepared to extract us from this place as necessary,
I mean, you still have the sword, yes?
I do still have the sword.
Okay, then you and I can, and Spoot, if he still has that other spell, and all three of us
Dang
can get
it.
us out of here.
Just kidding. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Yeah, assuming you have the splot, the splot. Everyone has a
I do.
splot.
I do got a splat. Got a 6-level splat.
So what are you doing?
Okay. All right. We're turning into a gas. Sure. Here we go. My
All
10 willing creatures. So me and 4 other willing creatures. I hope y'all are willing.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go, what was it, 160 something miles an hour?
Yeah. Now we are gaseous and traveling down this path at a very high rate of speed.
Well, think about that. Let me check something.
Now, the catch, with this, guys, is if we run into anything hostile, we can't attack it without taking a minute to be vulnerable.
And once we see things hostile, we turn around, more than a minute up, we convert, and then we go back.
Sure.
So as you are becoming mist,
Mhm.
as the transformation is happening, the magic is suddenly dispelled.
Bastards.
Wow, speaking of burning through spell slots.
Yep.
Can I use my little wandy bit? I got that wand, my detect magic wand.
That's a good idea.
Absolutely.
After having that weirdness,
Yeah.
I use it.
So you cast the detect magic with the wand, and your eyes light up, and along the walls, you see doorways. Like, they look like archways, like in the carved walls, that are glimmering with magic.
We are fools.
This whole thing is an illusion, isn't it?
We should
Or
have
these
tried
doors
this
are
sooner.
magical. There's a door right there. I'm gonna try to go in one.
You go in one of the doors, and you are bonked out as though you hit solid stone.
That's annoying.
And the rest of you just see Greg walk face first into a wall.
Yep, that's fine.
Greg,
Okay,
what's
I'm gonna
going on?
try something. Wait, you've got the null shard.
I
Who
do.
does?
Me.
It's a good idea.
See if you can make it go and go through right here. There's a door right here that I can see.
Make it go and walk right through there.
Walk into the wall
Yeah.
here with Greg.
Do I know if it works like that? I thought
We have no idea how it works.
it dispels a. s-
I don't remember. It dispels a magical effect. I don't know.
Yeah, you know that it doesn't work that way. What it does
Yeah.
is it
I'll put
will
it up.
it will dispel any magical effect that you or another creature are under.
Yeah.
He
I'll
might
throw
be
it up
under a
there.
magical effect. Maybe the wall is only solid because we've been magic affected.
But I mean, if
Right.
you're saying there's a door right there,
I see a door. Magic shows me there's a door. There's a magical door right there.
okay, should I swing my axe at it?
I don't know if that'll work. You can try it.
How dull do you want your axe to be?
I mean, or I could just I'm gonna just do it. F it. I'm gonna try casting Dispel Magic at this door.
Okay. I'm going to need you to roll your spellcasting modifier. So D20 plus your intelligence.
Okay. So it's just an intelligence roll.
Correct.
Hey.
Nice.
It's a dirty 20.
You successfully dispel part of it. The illusionary aspect of it flickers and fades away for a while, or at least it fades away at this moment, and you see a perfectly carved doorway appear in front of you. It's carved and empty. It looks like it goes back a ways, and then there's a wall.
So it's a doorway, not a door. There's no physical.
Well, it's a doorway, another small tunnel, and then there's a wall on the far side, like maybe 10 feet down, probably to something.
Sure.
Like, it looks like it's got more tunnel to it.
Do we all see
I
that,
can-
or does just Greg see that?
I
No,
can
you
see
all
an
see
end.
that.
Can I go in? Like be trapped in there forever?
You go through it, and you are rebuffed yet again.
God dang it.
I'm starting to suspect perhaps this downward slope continues forever.
There's a flicker on the wall as suddenly it flickers back to wall and then is back to visible through. You can see through it, and then
They're just messing with us.
it looks like it's starting to spurt back into activity.
Yeah, they're just messing with us.
Oh, I wish I had cast this spell. I mean, prepared this spell. Silly me.
Greg, make another intelligence check for me. Or an arcana check, your choice.
It would be the same diff.
Okay, cool. So with a 17, Greg, you think that you were really sure about getting rid of making your friends see this doorway, and you were successful in that. You know that magic got removed. The fact that it's coming back so soon means that it's old magic. It's an incantation that was done a long time ago, many times over, to make it a permanent effect.
Right. Okay.
So you were able to successfully dispel it for a few moments, but you only looking through it with the magic, you see that there's both an abjurative proponent to it and an illusionary component of it. And when you dispelled it, you got rid of the illusionary one.
Right.
But the abjurative one is still there.
So the thing that makes me not able to go through the door is still true. We could keep doing this every once in a while, but I can only do it so many times. Can anybody else do it?
Looking in the room, is there any other passages in there, or is it just a dead end?
It seems to curve off to one side or something. You can't really tell. It's 10 feet deep, and then it curves around a corner.
So there's a barrier in front of us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
An
There's
invisible barrier.
still a barrier.
Yeah.
All right. So first, I'm gonna try. I'd rather not use that spell if I don't have to. I'm just for shits. I'm gonna step back away from the party, so I don't hurt them.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to cast Thunder Step and go into the room.
Okay.
Should we move?
You cast Thunderstep.
Actually, I grabbed Defect.
All right, you grab Defect, cast Thunderstep. You are rebuffed from the wall, and you just appear right in front of the doorway. I need everyone else to make a dexterity saving throw.
No, it's only from when I vanish.
But you are appearing in front of where all your friends are.
Oh, okay.
Now I rolled a 17.
Olive, you are right in the way, and you get pushed back by the blow, and you take 1 point of damage from being there looking at the door where they appear.
Thanks, Nereus.
All right. Okay.
It was a good idea.
Somebody's watching us.
No, hold on. I got one.
We're blocked in this thing. You're going to try something else. I'm just going to talk. Whoever you are who's watching us, I've got this really cool book, and I'm going to tell this cool book all about this place. And it's from an elf. I don't know how you feel about other elves, but we've talked to an elf. And I'm going to tell this book, and this book's going to be in this elf's hands, and then he's going to know. And I don't know where I'm going with this, but I really want you to talk to us because this is just really frustrating. I want to know how you made this. Maybe you didn't make it, maybe someone else did. Why are you hiding from us? We promise not to kill you if you don't kill us first.
Okay. There's no response and nothing happens.
Ever.
Here,
Ugh.
let me
Guys,
see if I can teach Greg in the meantime how to say at least hello in Elvish.
Alright,
in
can
the-
everybody stand away from the door, please?
Mhm.
Hey, do
Yep.
you need me to dispel it again, or are you gonna just try it anyway?
Alright, well, here we go.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 6 sorcery points.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Damn, girl.
Yep. And you're just gonna see on top of Nereus's finger this thickly gray-green glow. And he's just gonna try to point it right at that invisible barrier and cast Disintegrate.
Ooh. Ooh. Nice.
Because that can get rid of Wall of Force, which is a very high-level spell.
Yes, it
Uh-huh.
can. You cast Disintegrate against the wall. And the wall remains.
Mother.
Not against the invisible barrier?
Yeah.
Does the wall remain, or does the illusion of the wall remain?
Mm.
Somebody poke your finger through that.
Go and touch it.
I'm gonna try to walk through it again.
You go and touch it, and your hand passes through it.
All right, let's go this way.
Damn.
We're going this way now.
You did it.
I hope this is the right one. I'm assuming we
Ah,
can't do this very
it's
many times.
Different one.
There were, like, Greg, when you looked in the hallway, there were like 5 around you in your immediate vicinity. So
Right. And there's no, like, they don't look particularly different. They're just, right. They're all just abjuration and illusion.
Mhm.
Great. This is the one we're going through because this is the one that opened.
Great. What could possibly go wrong?
all right.
Everything.
So walking down this hallway, it is short. It is 5 feet high and 5 feet wide.
Mm-hmm. Little cozy.
Yeah. So it is tight quarters for most of you.
Mm-hmm. Slumping, bending over, walking bent over.
Yep. And you soon realize that you come to a crossroads.
Take it.
There are 5 options before you.
Okay.
Oh, that's convenient. It's 5
You
for
all
us.
What's
look
the party?
at- I'm gonna use the detect magic wand again. One
I
more
think
time.
we should let Greg lead the way down this passageway, as I believe they're the only one who can walk upright.
You use the detect wand again. There's no magic in the immediate vicinity beyond your normal stuff. These meandering cavern hallways, they're still tiled and everything, but they have a more natural feel to them.
So they've been adding tunnels. Okay.
Or it's not a public tunnel, so it doesn't need to be.
Right.
Yeah. So there are 5 entry points, or 5 other options for you to go down.
All right. I was not very good at tracking. I'll admit it. I tried to learn from he who shall not be named, but I didn't get very good at it. So you all need to look at the ground who could do stuff like that, figure out which way somebody's been lately, and then we'll go.
Y'all got this. I blew the door open. I'm done.
Great. Olive going to look for scuff marks, anything on the ground that makes it look like people have walked through here recently.
Great. Make a survival check.
25.
Okay. Great. Yeah, like this whole area is like heavily trod upon. Like many heavy booted feet have walked these halls over time.
Look like there's been recent traffic.
Yeah, sure.
Any particular passageway traffics most?
All of them.
Oh, great.
Great.
All right,
I think
good
it's
one.
time for some augury.
That's only one choice. You got 5 choices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
going
this
Isn't
way.
it augury is a yes or no, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, actually, it's a whoa, wheel,
mo.
or nothing.
I punched your brother. Sorry, so. Just making up words.
I am open to any suggestions in the
That one.
meantime while I'm casting my.
Greg, pick a path.
That one.
All right, let's go.
Which one are you going down?
That one.
Or did I mean this one?
I
Path
thought you
number
meant that one over
4.
there.
Rocks fall, everybody dies.
Can I just roll my
That's what happens when you disintegrate mountains.
the things I use for augury, right? Can I just roll those
No, that
and
was a good
whatever it points at will go?
Yeah, you can do your tiles.
Well, I shouldn't take this away from Greg. Greg chose our fate.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
4.
Okay, great.
That's a good number.
Great.
It's against
It's
my normal choosing
maximum
odd
on a
numbers.
guidance.
All right, cool. So you go down this 4th pathway. And you quickly, within 5 minutes or so, see yourselves looking out of a doorway back in like a very similar looking hallway.
This is cool.
All right, let's try another one, shall we? We don't want to go back out there. If we go back out there, we can't get back in here.
Yeah. This is fun. Okay. We'll go back. And
Wait.
try number 5.
Okay. You head down number 5. And you feel yourselves like going more of a steep decline for a little while. And then you come to another viewport, essentially. Like you see a similar hallway to where you
cool.
originally entered from.
I'm just curious, like sticking finger through that, can we move into the hallway?
You go to move your hand through, your hand is stopped by a wall of invisible force.
Well, that solves that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're on this side of the wall.
And we're stuck. That's fine. And someone has to like know how to do the secret. On this side, is there any sort of marking or anything around that could be like touch this rune? You know,
Make an investigation
push the
check.
button. I investigate. Such investigating.
Guidance.
20.
You find there's a lot of carving back here, a lot of mosaics, much in the same kind of like angular, defined geometric style, but no trigger, no switch.
Okay.
None
That's
of them
weird.
look like
All right,
words,
let's go back.
right?
Let's go in number
Is there-
3.
Is there anything in the carvings on the wall that might stand out as a pattern?
I mean, there's many repeating motifs. There's hammers are very prominent, so are anvils, so are axes. Depictions of like crafting and forging, creation.
Is there anything that looks like runes or words?
Not that you see.
Let's go to number 3.
Yep.
Okay. Down number 3 you go. You feel the floor rise a bit. And then you are looking out at a hallway again through one of those doorways.
Oh my god. Okay, so now
Yep.
we go to number 2. We just go down the line.
Yep.
Cool. So you head back to this like array of
Crossroads?
tunnels, crossroads. And I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, good. Back to normal. Son of a diddly.
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rolling a lot of 16s tonight.
Oof.
Good. I'm rolling under 10.
Yep. The rest of us all rolled under 10.
All right. Nereus, you take 17 lightning damage as everybody else takes 34 as a bolt of lightning shoots down the hallway at you all.
I couldn't see this, right?
No. You are, as you have said many times, not in the front.
Oh, right.
And it is a 5 foot wide hallway and 5 feet tall. So you're stooping a little bit. You're not in the front. Can't see it.
How much damage?
You take 17. Everybody else takes 34.
What's half of 17?
Oh, you're resistant to lightning? 8.
Yeah.
8 damage then. You all get this, and then you see a short, stout humanoid with their hand raised at you, and they say, "Grek Texikal."
Cool.
I say,
And
I don't know what you said, but I'm not gonna hurt you if you stop that, cause that hurt.
subtle spell, telekinesis,
Okay.
restrain.
What does that entitle them to?
Strength save DC 18.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, they are gripped and not moving.
Cool.
I'm gonna try to say, I hope maybe they speak Terran, but I'm just gonna say, can you please stop trying to attack us? In Primordial.
They do not respond. Well, actually, this guy will look at you and be like, and in Terran responds, or actually in Primordial responds, "You are trespassers here. You have been invading our territory for over 24 hours. You keep coming more. Despite our defenses, you killed our people. You will get no mercy, no quarter.
First of all, they attacked us first.
You are invaders."
We tried to come here peacefully. We're not the people who came here before.
Peaceful people do not barge in unwelcomed from the back door.
Well, where the hell's the front door? If that was an option, we would have taken that.
Maybe you should have taken that as a reason not to come.
Please, is there anybody we can speak to? We honestly don't want any sort of confrontation.
What's he saying? Can I blow him up yet?
No.
That hurt.
It did hurt.
Do I catch any of this? As
Me too.
we have pointed out, Aquan and Primordial.
Oh, yeah.
Similar.
Yeah, you catch it, Spoot. Because he's speaking straight up Primordial, and so you can understand it.
He's just yelling at. I say this to Greg. He's just yelling at us because we're invading his home.
All right. I mean, we sort of.
You
tried
are
to
not
knock-
welcome. You are not wanted. Leave immediately.
He wants us to go.
And maybe we won't destroy you. We want nothing from you. Leave at once.
Can I?
We can't. We
Please,
close the door behind.
Can we just explain why we're here? And if you don't deem it reasonable, we can leave. I would just like to explain ourselves to you all.
I don't care. You are not welcome. You are not wanted here. We do not invade your homes, yet you come to ours. Always you surface people come. You infiltrate. You destroy. You kill. You murder.
No
You
one's
don't
even known
care.
you've existed for 1,000 years, and all of a sudden,
And that is how we like it. And now all of a sudden, oh, you haven't seen us for a while, so you can just come and take our things, invade our homes?
Tell him this. The fate of Nuuli is at stake.
You
we're
can
trying to
tell them.
stop
These people are
the
older.
the Ibn shade. They're trying to collect the shards again. The ones that caused the calamity to begin with.
He kind of looks at you after that and says, the Ibn are destroyed. They do not exist anymore.
That's the thing. They're coming back. We've already been fighting them this whole time.
Of course. And it's not just greed and avarice that drives you humanoids from the surface down. Please. We know what you want.
We have plenty of money.
I do a lot of money.
But they probably have a lot of money too.
He laughs at you, Spoot.
It truly is.
It doesn't
for
matter
the
how
best.
much you have. You surface people always want more. More treasure, more gold, more artifacts, more dwarven crafting.
They're
Well, I
trying to
don't-
collect
I mean,
the
your
shard
crafting is
items.
impeccable.
and we're
Yes,
trying
of course
to
you
stop them.
do. You want them to become more powerful. You don't care who they already belong to.
You don't think they're gonna keep trying to come after you as well? They already have, I think, 5 of them.
What do we care?
They're gonna keep coming after you as well.
If they take so many, their power will grow, and then they will be a problem for everyone.
We're the only ones actually actively trying to stop them. But if you want to sit down here while the world gets continuously destroyed,
We survived the breaking. We'll survive whatever comes next.
you survived one breaking. They're not gonna let you live. Especially since now they're the ones who attacked you before us. They know you're down here. They're not gonna stop.
Make a persuasion check, Nereus, at disadvantage.
You got this. Guidance. Can I do guidance?
Because you can understand him, sure.
Take it. I kept this silly cantrip for a reason.
19.
Or maybe I didn't.
He looks at you. He's like, what do you know of the others who came?
I know that we fought them out in Barteria. They fought them in a different town, Fey Harbor. They've been leaving a wake of destruction wherever they go. We're trying to stop them as much as we can. And the more items we're able to keep from them, then we can go take them out ourselves. Hopefully. Or at least find a way, I don't know, get rid of the items. So far, we're just trying to stop them. By whatever means we have at the moment.
Release me.
I release them.
You release him. He settles down on the ground. Kind of flexes a little bit.
Steady, says Spoot to Greg. This was on purpose.
Kind of trigger
Follow
happy
me.
goblin over here.
And he walks around a corner.
Go follow him. Go.
Spoot's already on his way.
What? Okay, all right.
As you exit the crossroads and begin to follow him, you see that there are at least 30 figures here that were with him.
Kind of like put my hands up.
Steady, everyone.
Mm-hmm. You hear him speak to a couple of people in a language none of you understand.
Yep.
and each of you, an armored figure comes up to each of you and grabs your your forearm and begins walking after this caster individual.
Boat. He's touching me.
I
He's
know.
touching all of us.
I know. We
I
have
don't
made
like
peace.
being touched.
It's a very thin line we walk, but I believe
The one
he
the one
trusts us.
the one who spoke to you, Nereus, turns around and looks at you. You are not trusted yet.
Okay, no, we're not trusted yet.
Completely understandable.
It's touching me.
If there is an aggressive move by any of you, and
It's not
he
throwing lightning at you.
he eyes the goblin in your midst and the large hulking bent over automaton. As far as he is concerned, anyway.
Trust us
And
for now.
he's like,
Peace is in our best interest.
Does he have to touch me? It's touching me. Can it not
He's not
touch me?
He's not throwing lightning at you. Chill out.
I don't care. It's touching me.
Greg,
Can I
don't make me turn you into a snail again.
and you are marched down one of the corridors.
Wait, again?
Yep, it's
I turned you into a snail before and put you in my pocket because you're talking too much.
yep.
Wait.
You are marched down a corridor. There's a retinue of figures in front of you and a retinue of figures behind you. Most of them appear to be the short, stout dwarf figures, but there are a few of those darker-skinned elves as well.
Are they also hitting their heads on the ceiling?
They seem to be okay. They're fairly short. They're stooping a little bit, but they seem to be used to it.
Fair.
But they eventually you see there's another one of those hallways, and the dwarves in front just walk right through it. You see the dark-skinned elves who are in front of you clasp hands with a dwarf in front of them, and they pass through. The spellcaster in front of you, who you've been talking to, Nereus, walks through and looks back as the dwarf holding you walks through, and you pass through the barrier unaffected. One by one, you are each walked through the barrier. And you see that not only were these like 30 or so people in front of and behind you, you see about 20 more appear from the walls as though they were there the whole time, presumably from other entrances into this area.
Mm-hmm.
You walk about 5 minutes in a cluster of these armed forces, and you come to a large section of hallway which has stone and metal barricades that you are led through, and a large, what is essentially appears to be a stronghold that has been set up here. And you are brought, not chained, but in obvious custody to a large, for lack of a better term, clearing, although it's not really a clearing. It's a large cleared area where you see a dwarven figure with a big helm and a massive great sword along her back. It's probably about, like, the blade itself is probably like a foot wide, and it's just like it's like a buster sword almost. It's like, seems impractical, but it's just massive and huge, and it's got like a very sharp, like 90-degree tip from the extra wide blades. And
That sword would look great on Defect.
And talking with her, or talking with them, I guess, because you can't tell how they gender identify. You see a dark-skinned male presenting elf, and they are talking in that language none of you understand. The drow, or the dwarf who you were talking to, goes up and speaks to them, does a little bow, and they turn and face you. And the dwarf who appears to be in command here, massive like plate armor, like very much a position of authority here, removes their helm, and you see a slightly scruffy dwarven face, not a huge beard like these other individuals are, or some of these individuals are, but like a bit of scruff, thin like mustache that's kind of a little bit manicured and longer. And you hear Gratisa Kuluk Nakna Seva Baraka Gratisto.
And we all die.
The
Floor is lava.
the one who speaks primordial turns to you, Nereus, and says, "The Commander Berna Granitooth demands that you explain your presence in the lands of the Citadel, or face immediate expulsion."
For the sake of time,
Well, that is where we are going to end tonight's session of Nuuli
Okay, but
Forged.
wait, before we do that, Grig is going to distract himself from the whole being touched and carried around and not understanding anything that's going on by trying to figure out something.
Once
about
you
what's
were
happening.
through the barrier, they no longer physically held you, but they did keep weapons on you.
Great. But Grig is going to be like, okay, so is it the barrier? We had to be touching one of them, and if we had to be touching one of them, is it because of something that they're wearing or sigils on their bodies, or like I want to know about this barrier thing, how it magically worked. Did somebody have to cast something to take it down? Did like
Make an
okay,
Arcana check.
I want to know. Grig
Yeah.
is distracting themselves by knowledge seeking and sucks at it.
And you have no idea. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Nuuli Forged. A frustrated Grig trying to puzzle something out in their mind. This heavily armored dwarf commander demanding answers for why you all have been here.
I'm still dead.
And
That must be what it is.
And we will pick up there next time on the 22nd of February, as we will not have a stream next week because I have succumbed to the real life work bug, and I am out of town for a job.
Terrible.
I know.
It's
really
about
is.
time.
Hey, it happens. But
it's okay. I also have a conflict, so.
Oh well, hey, works out then.
Boom.
But thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, I've got it. Thank you, Mark Son. Pardon me. Thank you, NYC Zone. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, players. I hope you had some fun exploring some crazy traps. And
we hope you had some fun, and that we didn't disappoint you like the naughty children we are.
You never disappoint me, except when you just kill poor innocent people trying to defend their home from invaders.
They started it.
You broke into their house.
I didn't. I don't know what we did.
You literally broke into their house by like essentially opening, like picking their lock, their front door lock. Back door, yes, but yeah, but that's okay. Well,
I know.
You don't know if there was. You didn't look. Hey, but we'll pick that up next time on the 22nd. Let's go around. Let's say our goodbyes. I'll figure out who we're going to raid this evening. Let's start with the spootiest spoot we got. The spoot.
I feel like I'm always first. I'm the spoot, everyone. I got nothing. Thanks for watching. Sorry, I've got it for taking a joke at your expense earlier. But thanks for watching. You're the best. And thanks everyone else. We will see you in some time.
It's very true.
Don't get better at this. This is how it is.
And
I
then
love you, but you really don't.
And then we have a very happy underground storm sorcerer, Nereus. Take it away.
So far away from the sky. Thanks for watching. We will see you in 2 weeks when diplomacy or die. That's essentially what it's going to be.
Fantastic. Then we got Olive.
Oh, hey, that's me. I'm Sarah, and I've been Olive and social media things. We are Nuuli Forged everywhere. If you found us on wherever you're watching this on, it's spelled the same damn way. Why do I keep spelling it? You are looking at it if you're watching us. But we're on all the things, the Instagram and the Facebook and the Twitter and the YouTube and the Twitch, and I've probably forgotten something, but all the places where you might talk to strangers on the internet, you can also talk to us. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe and all the follow and all those good things, because we need validation.
Thank you. Then we got Greg.
Hello, I'm Amber. I played Greg, the Goblin Artificer. Yeah.
Oh, come on. You got to do better than me, at least.
I
That's
mean,
it.
this is my sadness. I rolled so poorly this time. All of my, I think I see a pattern attempts just failed.
I rolled
So
a
in
1
2
on my
weeks-
goodbye.
In 2 weeks, perhaps, the dice will be in my favor. I know what it is. We have
Yeah.
to roll real dice.
No, do you know what it
Have to
is?
roll new dice.
Yes.
Amber, do you know what it is?
What is it?
Where's your dog?
Right here. Zydeco.
Yeah, but he's not making the noises. Whenever he makes the
That's
noises,
true.
you always roll
You get
very
it.
well.
Yeah,
Is
you get
that
like
how
a
that
plus
works?
7.
So I have
So
to be
you have to
driven insane by
starve
my
your dog so that,
so that the dice don't drive me insane.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dog or dice.
everyone has to sacrifice something.
Ugh.
we're gonna let that fall where it is.
I
yeah.
noticed.
Defense.
I was like,
Fine.
wait, it's been very quiet on
It's true.
Amber's.
It's
What if
true.
we just
He's
take turns
fed,
pretending
and
like
he had a lot of playtime
"Oh."
today.
Yeah, and
Ton.
I'm Mike. I play Defect. Good night, everybody.
Wonderful. And I'm Jared. I've been the DM here. Thank you for lurking. We're gonna raid Dungeon Scrawlers because why not? They're cool people. They're playing some D&D over there. Hop in this raid. Let them know that they've been newly raided. You can use our fun little anvil emote if nothing else. Thank you all so much for being here. We'll see you next time, Wednesday, February 22nd, 2023. Oh, that's weird. Be kind to one another. Have fun. Be safe. And forge your own destiny. Goodbye, everyone.
Ooh,
Was that good?
catchphrase.
Was that good?
Bye.
Let's do that.
All right.
Bye.
I
Tagline.
like it. I
Tagline.
like it.
Trademark. Bye.
Little R.
Hashtag.